Yes, I, a special one from the CEO, stand coming with the spoon. And your boy, Friday the Southern Band, charges on the beat.
On the spoon to get your information. On the spoon to be part of our discussion. Spoon, spoon, spoon television. Spoon, spoon, spoon radio station.
Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Liberia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Morovia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Africa. Just to spoon you will know. If the children crying for starvation, just to spoon. You want to get a news update, my brother, to spoon. You want to know what is happening in Morovia, to spoon. Politicians want to make their decision, just to spoon. You want to know what happening in the ministry, to spoon. To spoon. To spoon. You from Fonjema, Maryland, to spoon. To spoon. If you eat kepa, graduate, my brother, to spoon. You got a spoon TV, you got a spoon radio, to spoon. To spoon. You want to get a news update, to spoon. What? Yeah. Rastafari. Kilibamba, kilibamba, kilibamba. Kilibamba, kilibamba, kilibamba. What I want? Yes, what you about today?
Spoon TV. Spoon.
Yes, what you about today? Spoon TV. Spoon. Ba 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 ba. Skibidi bidi da ba do.
Yes, I, a special one from the CEO, stand coming with the spoon. And your boy, Friday the Southern Band, charges on the beat.
On the spoon to get your information. On the spoon to be part of our discussion. Spoon, spoon, spoon television. Spoon, spoon, spoon radio station.
Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Liberia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Morovia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Africa. Just to spoon you will know. If the children crying for starvation, just to spoon. You want to get a news update, my brother, to spoon. You want to know what is happening in Morovia, to spoon. Politicians want to make their decision, just to spoon. You want to know what happening in the ministry, Tonto Spoon. Yeah, Tonto Spoon. Yeah, Tonto Spoon. You from Fonjema, Maryland, Tonto Spoon. Yeah, Tonto Spoon. If you eat kepan, crunchy like my brother, Tonto Spoon. You got a spoon TV, you got a spoon radio, Tonto Spoon. Yeah, Tonto Spoon.
You wanna get a news update, Tonto Spoon.
What? Yeah, Rastafari. Kilibamba, kilibamba, kilibamba. Kilibamba, kilibamba, kilibamba. What I want? Yes, what you about today? Yes, what you about today? Beseku. Bada. Skibidi dabado.
Yes, I, a special one from the CEO, stand coming with the spoon. And your boy, Friday the Southern Band. Charges on the beat.
To the spoon to get your information. To the spoon to be part of our discussion. Spoon television. Spoon radio station.
Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Liberia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Morovia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Africa. Just Tonto Spoon, you will know. If the children crying for starvation, just Tonto Spoon. You want to get a news update, my brother, Tonto Spoon. You want to know what is happening in Morovia, Tonto Spoon. Politicians want to make their decision, just Tonto Spoon. You want to know what happening in the ministry, Tonto Spoon. Yeah, Tonto Spoon. Yeah, Tonto Spoon. You've got to Tonto Spoon.
Liberia, Okay, indeed, singing praises, singing praises, singing praises. Liberia, welcome. Welcome. Of course, we're here again on another edition of the Late Night Show, the Late Night Politics on Spoon. This is where we talk about trending national issues. Here we agree, we disagree, but we we consider the national interest. Of course, that's our priority as we do what we do here. And this is a space for every single person, regardless of the views is shared. We can always disagree here, and once we are very safer in doing that, of course, that's the way to go, and that's how we can get democracy working in our country. So again, I'd like to say welcome to the show tonight. Welcome to the late night show, the late night politics. We're live on Fabric 101.1 FM. We're live on Super 95.5 FM. We're live on Spoon 107.5 FM as well. We're live on Gibby FM 90.9, and a host of other radio stations across the country. Thanks to the folks who even relay the program without telling us. We appreciate you as well. And we're live on Spoon TV, Fabric TV, and Super TV, or on Facebook. On YouTube, we are there at Spoon Talk Live. So again, welcome to the show. Let's have a great conversation tonight. Our co-moderator Morba Zoka will be joining in shortly. But today is okay, it's already Sunday here in Liberia. It's weekend in other parts of the world. Let me go across to bring the rest of the guys who are here. I see our brother Muzi, Abraham, Kamara. Thanks for joining us, Abi. It's good to have you on the show.
For this unique topic.
Okay, you're just coming on now, Abi. Welcome.
Yeah. I tell you, thank you very much for the contributions that you guys continue to make in our homeland, Liberia. I tell you, thank you, and I'm here to contribute to the growth and development of our country.
Thanks a lot, Abi. Let me bring in Josh. Josh, welcome to the show. It's good to have you.
Oh, thank you, Nelson, and thank you to the listening audience. It's an honor to be here to contribute yet again, to this fascinating conversation of our nation.
This is not usual, Josh. Your audio is not good. Is not too good today. This is not the kind of
Okay.
audio output we get from you regularly. We're hoping that you can work on that sometime along the show.
Yeah,
Um,
sure. I will. I will.
Let me bring you Sandy now. Sandy, welcome to the show. It's good to have you. Sandy, you are muted. I don't see any sign of.
Oh, muted still?
Okay, you're okay now.
Oh, how you doing?
Sandy, you want to wipe your webcam? Just wipe the webcam and then
Yeah,
maybe.
like, it was clear until George came home.
No, it's not Josh. I think it's you. The last time you came in, your image quality was
Is that all
very
right?
good. Yeah, and
Yeah.
And
I
your
was
sound too.
saying,
Your sound too is not good.
My sound not
Your
good?
sound too. It's very loud. I think maybe it's just me.
Yeah, so I'm using this new technology. And now in Australia here.
Come on.
what technology is that, Sandy?
So this is actually a cell phone. It's a phone.
It's a phone.
It's a phone. It's for my work.
Okay.
You can dial number from this thing. You can receive call on this thing. It's very strong. So it's meant to be a distant. I can be about a few feet away from this thing and still be talking. And you will hear me. So when I'm
I've heard
closer
that.
to it, when I'm here, that's why it's so loud.
Okay.
No, we have that in our conference room. We use it for inter stuff. So
Yeah.
it's been there for a long time. You guys just experiencing it. We are ahead of you guys. It's okay.
Look at it.
George,
Okay.
George just said that they see daylight before you guys in the United States.
That
So
one are
Exactly.
true. That one are true.
that is to say that Australia is ahead of you guys. But if
Yeah.
that is the case, then I think Africa is ahead of you guys as well.
All right. Like bro ahead of us.
Liberians are hell
Well,
of you guys. But Jerry Nyimpa, the Pelican governor, welcome to the show tonight.
Yeah, it's a pleasure, my man. They cool here won't kill me now. I think I gotta run away now.
Your
Yeah.
wedding won't kill you?
They cool won't kill me, my man. That double cool killing me so. The real winter cool and the other cool. Yeah, my man George. At least George is used to the cool team. Me, I came from Pelican that is heated.
Come
So I'm not
on.
used to I'm not used to this thing. You see, mobile I can't get away hard. You know?
You
But I
know,
mean, it's a pleasure, man. AB, how you doing? Yeah, man.
Yeah, we
someone
are doing good. We are doing good.
someone tried asking me for mobile. I said, oh, how's that your guy? I said, who? He said, that guy, man, I forgot his name. I said, who? He said, you know that guy who comes on the show with a red hat? So it's a special kind of branding that mobile is doing on the show. You never know. It's a special kind of branding you're doing on the show. So when you're going out, you go with that red hat, people will recognize you easier with the red hat as compared to you not having that on. But again,
yeah.
welcome.
No, I come in LeBron bringing it right hard, big here.
Very interesting. I've been listening to my man George. My man George acting like some kind of serious reformers now. All
No,
that he's talking the few
no,
days.
did that thing, the
You
beefing
know,
will get George and
when
I
I tell
happy
him Joey,
George.
I want to. Joe, when I tell him Joey, I want to. But now that Joseph, but I will not say yes, I do. That it may
No,
not
But,
be
but
the
listen, guys, I don't want us to jump the show. Welcome to everyone. It's good to have you all here
But George
tonight.
need to be serious, my man.
And let me say this, guys. Let me say this. We're about to start the conversation. I want us to start tonight with this issue. Now, we will take the first 1 minute ish to just talk about what on our minds. But you know, there are lots of happenings in the country. Though the political heat is over, we're all talking peace and reconciliation and all of that. But in the midst of it, there are so many things happening, so many things making it up in the news. Of course, the audit discussion is something that's going on. A lot of people are raising this concern, the need, pushing the incoming administration feet to the fire to ensure that there is an audit, bringing some level of pressure on the incoming administration, the Unity Party government that's just 2 months away from taking office, to ensure that there's an audit. Something which we did not see with this government. You know, auditing the previous government is something that we didn't get to see. And for so many reasons, yes, for so many reasons, yes, somebody asking for Ami. Ami will come. Ami will come. Cindy is already here. Ami will come. So for so many reasons, the previous government did not do that. So sorry, this government did not do that. Former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf went on the radio. She said, "Oh, contrary to what I'm hearing, I didn't leave a broke coffers or empty coffers. I didn't leave empty coffers. Listen, there was money in the coffers. I left money there. If anybody thinks that I didn't leave money there, then take me to court." But former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf and her administration did not get audited. We didn't get to audit them. And then this administration came in, and this is where we are. But now, this pressure on the incoming administration, the government has not taken power yet, but lots of Liberians across the country now, not just what you see on the talk show, but even in the different corners, you talk to people in the marketplaces, at the different attire centers across the country. The first thing that people are pushing for is this thing about audit. Why is it so important to audit this government? Why are Liberians in the first place putting this government or the incoming administration under so much pressure to audit this government? Now, under this administration, we see new roads have been built. We see the Invincible Park We see the PHP. George can talk much about the 14 military hospital and other places, man. Why is there so much pressure from Liberians to have this administration, the outgoing administration, audited by the incoming government? Why? Why this pressure? Or is it a trap that a lot of people are set for this the incoming administration, that in case, just in case they fail to do that, they will start the first protest from there, like George and the rest of the folks are saying? Or is it a way of Liberians wanting their government to work for them? Do they have this thought or this feeling that this administration that's going out now did not do much or squandered a lot of resources for which they are pushing for this thing about audit? Now, let's talk about that. Let's start the conversation around that, folks. I see Shirley is already here. Shirley, welcome to the show. It's good to have you on. And so we're gonna start the conversation tonight. Let's start with Moba. Moba, you can take off from where we are, and then we will get
all the aspects, right?
Yeah, why? Yeah, let's talk about this.
Yeah, thank you,
Why?
Nelson. I think it was set a precedent for any government that coming in, and it would get every accountability for how our resources were used and where all this money went during George Weah regime. For example, a lot of people and they get huge amount of, like, I don't know the budget for the health sector, but people complain that some of the area no medication. That the last time we all on the media we watch what happened in People, right? I mean, is it on the People or where or what the place name?
Yeah, Plebo.
Okay. Solican district, my brother on the district area, I know that me area there, where the nurses were complaining about like no medication, no light, the generator not get fuel. So I think the whole auditing bring transparency. They be friend. Like my brother George from the other side, they should be happy. They should encourage the auditing. Let them know that our people know where that money going. Let them know for the past 6 years, all the budget they've been passing. Minister of Education, finance, all the places. Let them know where the 16 billion go. And according to our sources, the people have documents for that identical 16 billion. They're waiting for the rightful time. So let the Liberian people know where all that money been going. How many houses the people build with that salary? Because auditing is not a one-day thing. It's almost like years. And they got to set a whole team. And the team, I believe, that team will do a very great job. Because we all
the concern is why so much pressure? Why is this pressure so heavy?
Yeah, because
why are Liberians pushing for this? Like they did for
government, right? Yeah, during Malachi Joseph Sally government, she was in power for 12 years, right? When George Weah was coming in power, George Weah give the people that mindset. His campaign promises was one of the campaign promises was war crown code and audit and economic and crown code. And so the people based on that, the people voted George Weah because the people wanted the same accountability we're talking about today. You understand? The people wanted it doing when George Weah took power. Because number one, look at your resources, how your resources being used in your own country. Go look at your poverty rate. How many every day they say Liberia get money. Allah, the country is rich. But guess what? They will go, they borrow a lot of money and they can pay. And all the money, what they're doing with it, we can see nothing. The RRI will stay there. Right? The RRI will stay there. It's not even complete. 6 years you'll be on that road, you can't finish. God could have it when Eddie Joseph was in power. She worked on that road, the Jibeni Free, we all call it Somalia drop. It was only, I think, like 5% when she left power. So I think that the only thing blessed the Liberian people, they could complete that road finish. So the people, Nelson, the expectation of our people right now is audit. And we must audit this government, if possible.
But in the midst of everything you're saying, Moba, we're going to move to you shortly, our brother Abi. But in the midst of everything you say, Moba, we have seen, or we look around us. You see the Invincible Park, for example. You see the Invincible Park. So you see the PHP. You see the 14 military hospital. And Liberians having so kind of feeling here that this. Yeah.
Listen, I want to get nothing to do with our auditing. Well, my question to the seditions, right? That money was allocated in the budget or it come from the president package. It was allocated in the budget, even the horses. It come from the horses union a budget where they get they took all the money that they took it out and implement those projects. They ain't coming from the president package. So the money that it was allocated in the budget for the Liberian people. It not come from Georgia package. So that would lead that one. That was facing that the Liberian people, their expectation for this identical government. And no, we can go all we can now, right? Every day on a platform, we'll make sure we'll put fire behind JMB. We need that all. We want to know how many, look, all the horses that people bear, how they get the money, where they get business, what their income, how much they making a year. Me and you here, look, people in America making more money than we that working in America are making more money than the people that are working in a government entity. But you know what? You know why they get all the horses? Because it's stealing. So based on that, we need all it. So we push the agenda to the 4 years, and we will keep pressing JMB. We need all it. No, like the only way any government are coming in, right? Any government are coming in. It's a precedent we setting. It never happened before in the history of Liberia because I want to be happy.
Thank you. Let's hold you there. And move to our brother AB. AB, in the midst of everything we're talking about here tonight, the issue about audit is at some point seen to be a witch hunt. Sometimes it appears as if it's a way of maybe another government, and I'm not restricting it to this particular case, right? But sometimes it appears as though one government is trying to get at another government that was in power before they got there because of maybe what that government did or because of something other than the actual reason stated for audit. AB, why is audit important at this particular time? And why do you think Liberians are pushing for this more than they did for the War and Economic Crime School, like we saw right at about this time with the CDC?
Nelson, let me tell you, thank you very much for giving me the privileges for me to be on the show. The Liberian people, I would say that the audit is very, very important. In order for you to know how much your predecessor left, it needs to be audited. In order for you to know how much that the government of the Republic of Liberia met, we are not saying the past. How much that the coming how much the coming administrations met, so that they can be able to tell the Liberian people, because it's the Liberian people resources, it's the Liberian people money. So they need to carry on an audit in order, because let us not forget, this government came to power, this government said they gave Madam Salif 80%, so that everything was perfect.
Okay.
So that everything was perfect. There was no need for audit. That means everything that was on the minds of citizens. So now we, JMB, we Unity Party coming into power, they cannot tell us how to carry on our audits. They cannot tell us when to start our audit from. So we will start our audit from the past administration, then before we can be able to go to previous administration. But because you graded this your predecessors 80%, and we must know that 80% in any school is a passing grade. You must know that.
So Abby, you think the 80% is what killed the entire thing about audit? You think so?
Yeah.
And with the 80%, there was no need for this government to have carried on any sort of audit on the previous government. You think so?
Look, Nelson, you yourself, you said it. That Madam Sally said that even if anybody believe that I left the country, I left the covers empty, let it take me to court.
Yeah.
That shows that the citizens, they were just wishy-washy. That the citizens were just wishy-washy.
That means that the solution, they were not talking anything with sense, with logical conclusions. Because in any government, any government, when you take over, you must have to audit in order for you to know your sense, in order for you to know where
but again,
you are going.
Why is there so much pressure? Why do we have so much pressure now at this particular time from Liberia?
You expect for the Liberian people to not be calling for pressure when the current president came to power, when he could not bear for the 800 million during the time that he was senator, when the current president could not bail the Nile Street Tariska school building what he had on Nile Street, when you could not be able to make it money, you expect for the Liberian people for them to not be able to call for audit when the current foreign finance minister, when the current finance minister having houses, I never say house, I said houses in his names, when you were working with Amra Kone, when Amra Kone was the one who gave him spoon, gave him spoon for him to be able to eat. At the time that he never had those horses, are you not telling me that the Liberian people, they are not right to be able to call for audit? I am saying no. The Liberian people, they are indeed right. They are on the right side of history, and we are calling for JMB for him to be able to audit, and that is the perfect thing that any government will be able to do, to be able to call for audit and be able to publish the audit report. Not just to audit, but to be able to publish the audit report so that the Liberian people can be able to know.
Thank you.
Josh Manawia said that they made the covers empty. They never made the empty. Now, Prince Johnson challenged him, challenged the very soon to be former administration, challenged them for them to be able to publish the turnover note. They didn't ever do that. They didn't ever do that.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, AB. So you think this thing about, but let's hear from you, Josh. Josh, you're here. It's good to have you here. You represent the CDC on this platform. And this is where we are, Josh. At this time, by this time in 2016, but let me first of all say welcome to the ladies who have joined us. Shirley, welcome. Thanks for joining us on the show. Let me say welcome to Marie Keto as well. Thanks for joining us on the show. I don't know how our co-moderator came all the way down here. Anyway,
they may fall down.
I'll be up for now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Josh, let's hear from you. By this time in 2018, by this time, there wasn't that much of pressure with respect to this call for audit compared to what we're seeing now. So many people were more concentrated on this call for war and economic crimes court. Those were things that people were talking about. Not much emphasis was placed on this thing about audit. But getting to where we are now, look, the pressure is huge. Liberians here, there. Now, I went so many places today, and even the sad conversations that people are having, they're talking about audits. Josh, why do you think the pressure is this way at this particular time? And let's start off from there.
Look, Nelson, thank you. I think the reason why there's a lot of call for audit is because people have seen in 6 years the development that this government has undertaken, not just in public sector, but even those who work for government. They were able to build their lives. You know what I mean? Build their houses, build places. While in the past government, you couldn't see that because most of the time they were buying houses in America because most of them came from America. Most of them were paying their mortgages in America. So they were not focused on building anything in Liberia. But now that George Weah came to power, he employed 99.99% of his official local people just for in the community. So people be like, we got money, let's build our homes, they build houses. So people see that as something new. And it's a good thing that this audit business is all over the place because I think it's going to help us as an outgoing government. But here's the thing, right? This government is open to audit. We want to dismiss that myth of people saying that the CDC government is afraid of audit and everything. Audit is legal. Audit is legal. You can choose not to do it. It's your business.
You think this government is open to audit? You think the CDC government
Very much.
is in that position, embracing audit like the way you're talking about it, Josh? You think so?
Yes, definitely. But here's the catch to it, right? What audit is all about, and most people would not understand, is like, Nelson, I gave you $10 for 6 years, right? I want you to tell me, where did you spend the $6? You will give me receipt, give me all the information that you use, what you bid with. We'll go to the contractor, ask them, did they pay you the money? Everything else, that is audit, right? But if you want to go to my house and look in my house and say, how much you bought that cup, it is not legal. That's what we call witch hunt. That's why the government that is outgoing would not accept from anybody going to my house and asking how much you build this house with, because that is not legal.
No.
That's why we are trying to say that is the witch hunt. That's the witch hunt.
Not accept that aspect of it.
It's not legal. It's not legal.
I'm trying to get
that is not audit.
I'm trying to get the difference between the both points you're making here.
So there's a lifestyle audit.
That
audit can be done by the president against or with his cabinet ministers. He employed them, right? He can choose what they do and what they don't do because they are employed at his will and pleasure. So he can say, I will order your lifestyle. That means if I give you a job and I see that you are riding $50,000 car and you are making $30,000, I will ask you after 6 months. You know what I mean? Then I will ask you. That is something I can fire you, right? But legally, if you are coming as a government, you're going to audit the books. What is on a book? How much money was allocated to this ministry? How did you spend the money? What are the receipts? Where did you spend? Everything. That's what you're going to go by. But if you want to go and wish hunt, that's what we call wish hunt. Go into somebody's house and say, how about you build a house here? Who gave you money to build a house here? That is wish hunt. And that this government would not accept that.
Now, that's a very important point you're making there. Talking about the lifestyle audit and all of that. But Josh, let's come back a little. And Abi, I see your hand up. You're going to make a point. Let me. Okay, so just come in with that point quickly.
Bro, Josh is saying that that is lifestyle audit, but they see Constitution and the law that was passed on Salim says that any government official, before you take on a public office, you should be able to declare your asset.
And that's exactly what I was coming to. That's exactly the point I was trying to get at, right? So we saw under this administration that the issue of asset declaration became a national discussion. It was discussed all over on the radio, on social media, because there were lots of people who were appointed to serve in different positions who should have declared their assets before entering government. But it became an issue. It became to the point where this president, I remember, in 2018, he had to send a caveat to his
ministers,
lieutenant, his ministers, and all of those people, demanding them to declare their assets. It became a serious issue. Some of them dragged. On the last day, they went and declared. So, but this is not just restricted to you entering government. When you are promoted, some of those people were promoted. The law says that when you're promoted, you should equally declare your asset. How much you had before or while you are in that lower position, and how much you get now that you go into that higher position, you should declare at that level.
Okay, Nelson,
I'm coming. Let me make the final point. And then when you are leaving government, like the way our men are living now, so many men are living now, they should equally declare how much they're leaving government with. All right. So coming back to the last point you just made, when you spoke of people not accepting that you go to somebody's personal life and ask how much you bought this and how much you bought this, how do you reconcile that? Maybe you could just
good.
We
move to the next Nelson. That's why we got a GAC, General Audit Commission in Liberia. Yeah. So guess what? If you come to government, you declare your asset. When you're going out, you declare your asset.
Yeah.
You see it? So
promoter, you declare your asset.
Yes. 100%. And I think after I think 2 years or something, certain time you got to declare asset again. So that asset declaration is taken to GSC. GSC does the audit of it, and that audit report is the one that you can use. If the GSC finds out, no, George came with $5, he's leaving with $20. Let's check his salary. GSC does all that. So even any government will do all that. We check everything and be like, okay, yeah, he made money, he did this, he did that, right? So that's what we are saying. If the audit report that is on the books, that's what I said on the books, are okay, but then you leave that one. Because you see what I said, if Joe Walker comes to office now, he will go to the GSC because all the audit reports are with the GSC, right? Audits are done by GSC and not done by individuals, right? So they'll go to GSC and look at the audits and see, okay, this is what they spend, this is how they spend it. Then what is the discrepancy between everything that they spend, right? That's how it is done. But if you leave all that and go to chase people in their community to ask them how much you bought it, the one you declare, we're not certified, that is witch hunt. We're not going to accept it. Because guess what for Nelson? Nelson, let me just say something quickly. Nelson, let me just say something quickly. You know that when you go to look for a job, you know that there are certain questions the interviewer cannot ask you.
It should be job related. It should be related to the job.
Good. So there's certain things you cannot do in an audit as well. To say you go to my house, you can't ask me, or after you declare you said anything, you bought $50, but realize it's $100. That is witch hunt. Go by the books, and the CDC is waiting to stand there and defend what they put on the books and what the audits are. Thank you.
Okay. So very good. We're gonna move in. I think we should take one female. Then we'll come
Nelson,
to
I have a question for George.
Please go ahead.
I got a comment.
I have a question for George. George is saying that it's witch hunting if market administration go over to the people that are in the government right now and say, how much did you pay for this house and how much did you do this for? Which I know they're not going to do that because they're so intelligent. They're not doing that at all. So that part is scratched out. But he is also saying that they should go by the book. George, why if there's nothing in the book? Because the last time that I checked, the CDC people, none were able to tell anyone what their assets were before they got into power. So technically, there is no book for us to look at. So what do you advise for them to do in this case where there is no record, no book?
Okay, and that's a point that
that's a point. But let me just
in the cases where there were no audits done and all of that.
Yeah, look, the auditing commission is charged with the responsibility of auditing every organization or any entity in the government. So let me tell you, even Amara Connor was hooked by a $4 million, a scandal as well when he was in government. That he said he spent on his farm and other things, you know what I mean? So these records are kept at the auditing commission. When you come, you go to the books and open the book and go through it. If somebody did not declare the asset, that person is in trouble. Even if President George Weah did not declare his asset, go after him. But if you want to say that you look on the books, nothing there, everything is clear, but then you want to go to the president's house, that's which one will not accept that.
I think you already answered my question. So what you say is, if there is no record, which they weren't able or they refused to tell us what they had before getting.
They should be prosecuted. Yeah, they should be prosecuted.
Now you are saying from your own mouth, and I quote, you are saying that now it's okay for us to go after them.
Yes.
Okay.
Because they did not do the right thing. That means they even failed the audit. Guess what? They did not declare the asset, they failed the audit. Go after them.
Okay.
Let me know if it's not time to talk.
But if you find everything on the books and nothing is on the book that is wrong with the person, and then you want to go to the person's house, we'll tell you cannot do it. It is not legal.
Nelson.
Okay, thank you.
Just 2 seconds, please.
2 seconds.
Nelson, please let me put my time.
We have to run with this thing,
Just 2 seconds,
go ahead.
My brother talked about which one, right? I think you already explained how auditing works. First of all, the people will look at your salary, how much you make or how much you're making, and then they will determine your if you get business, what your income of that business, and they will determine. And when all the income get drawn together, and when you get more than the horse you're supposed to get from that salary, it's a corruption. And right away, that horse can be seized by the government.
Can be confiscated. Use that
That's
word.
it. So where the other income coming from? That's where the problem comes from. Where the other income coming from? If you got business, that's fine. They will audit it. They will see how many income that business bringing to the table and how many money you taking from that job bringing to the table that can build over $2 million house. That's it. So there's not a witch hunt. The people will go by the same book you're talking about. So George, you see, tell me you're living in the Western world. Let me conclude by saying this, right? Certain time, Nelson, if you're sending certain amount of money from here to Liberia, for example, about 5,000, 6,000, the people can call. As soon as you go send, you just see it, you can't go to. You got to call. And when your call come, what happens? They will ask you, where you working? How much you making? You got to get your income. How much money you making before you want to send to Liberia?
Yeah.
So you see it? That's how it works. So Josh, when they come here and tell us, say, because they pay $4 million horse, so they get all it there and tell them how much they were making in government or how many entity, or how many businesses they get bringing income to generate all that money. So
Thank
all
you.
of them,
Thanks a lot, Moba. Thanks a lot. Let's hold you there,
all our
Moba.
property.
Let's hold you there, Moba.
I
We
think
have to
Josh
work.
Josh is already contradicting himself, so I don't think we even need to go back and forth.
Let's try to make progress on this. Let's take Shirley, then we'll take Cindy.
Okay. So, as I was saying, I think Josh is already contradicting himself. So I don't need to go to answer him or educate him on what an audit is, because I don't think he understands that. And at some point, he think he do because he wants to go by the book, and then another time he's like, "Well, go after them if they don't have anything in the book." So that is so confusing to me. So I don't have time to go after that, but it is really critical and so important that the incoming government, for them to do an audit, is good also for the government that are in power right now, because it shows that they are transparent. It shows that they were people that use the Liberian money the way
Oh,
that
my computer cable is it?
You are not muted, Josh. We're hearing the thing you're talking to. So just know that you are not muted, Josh. Thank you.
Sorry, guys.
Don't let me put his hands to the region again. Handle what we call a voice.
It also shows accountability.
Yeah.
It shows that they can actually tell us what they did with our resources, what they did with the money, the Liberian people money. So that is important, not just for the incoming government, but for also the government that are in power as well. So
but Australia, why do you think Liberians are pushing for this thing? With they're putting so much emphasis on this whole thing about audit at this time. And about this time in 2018, we didn't see this kind of energy from the citizenry as compared to what we're seeing now with this government. Why do you think so?
It's a really beautiful question, Nelson. It's because first, the Liberian people eyes open. In simple English, their eyes are open. They get to know, or they saw in their own faces that the government that are in power right now misuse their money. They took the money for their self. They enrich their self. They enrich their family. And so Liberian people are well educated. Their eyes are open. They want to know. They want accountability from the past government. And also, I know audit, yes, it also for the incoming government. The Liberian people are speaking out loud that the incoming government need to audit the outgoing government. And when they are putting people in position in the incoming government, they need to make sure that these people can let us know their asset. They cannot come into position and not letting us know what they have. So Liberians are eyes are open. We are not going to be fooled anymore by anyone. We are going to hold people accountable when it comes to our resources. Period.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, let me say welcome to everyone who just joined us. If you just did, kindly share the program. You're listening to the Late Night Show, the Late Night Politics on Spoon. We are here across the Spoon Network and other radio stations across the country. I mean, I just saw your hand up. We're about to go to Cindy, so he make his point. So I think we can take Cindy, then we'll come back to you, Emmy.
Is that okay, Ami? Okay, all right. Look, Nelson and others, good evening again. It's good to be here. I want to say this. I come to this topic with some level of expertise.
Okay.
I'm going to say this here. I'm a regional associate director for my organization. Part of my responsibility is to audit.
Okay.
I audit government contracts. So audit is not a bad thing. Audit is not a witch hunt. Audit really paves the way for transparency, accountability, and integrity. That's what it is. When it comes to government, auditing the previous administration, checking their books, is to ensure that the public funds were rightfully used for the purpose they were allocated for. Okay, I'm not trying to give an education. I'm just trying to make it clear for maybe people that will be listening to us. The Joseph Walker administration was elected. One of the reasons the people elected them is that the people want accountability. The people want to know what had happened to their money, to their resources over the last 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
He promised that he would do it. And because the people trust that he would do it, so they elected him. This is bigger than a Liberia problem. This extends to our international partners. This extends to people that are helping us to rebuild our country. I come from the healthcare background. You must know that our healthcare system is about 90% funded by donors.
Yeah.
Yet, in the words of the former American ambassador to Liberia, nothing to show for what they have given to Liberia in the healthcare. So what happened to those monies? What happened to those donations? What happened to other government agencies that were funded by donors, by the Liberian people resources? Yet, nothing can be felt. Nothing can be seen. So it's good to audit. There are two types of auditors. The what we call internal audits and external audits. I do internal audits for my organization. But still, CMS, the largest healthcare regulatory bodies in the US, come and still audit us. Even though I do my internal audits, they still audit us. What my brother is arguing that the Liberia government have its own auditing agency. That's internal audits. How can we trust that your auditing agency, your own body, did the right audit for the Liberian people? How can we tell that that agency was not manipulated? That's why you bring external audit.
So you're talking about a case where they already have some audit reports on the book conducted by their own folks on their own administration. The need for external audit to be done, right?
There is a need for that.
Okay.
I don't think I will encourage the incoming administration not to only audit from within, but they must also bring people from outside to do extensive audit. Look, this is not a witch hunt. We are trying to build a metro democracy in Liberia. There must be a good start. Let us know what happened to the people resources over the last 6 years. And if we find out that people were corrupt, people mismanaged the resources,
And then we can show to our partners, our donors, and the Liberian people that look, we found out that these things were mismanaged, your money was misused, but we can recover them, and we recover them. It will encourage our partners, our donors, to give us more, to trust our system. But if we just let it go and do nothing about it, the donor will say we are not serious as a people. They will say we are not serious to address the issue of healthcare, for instance. So they will turn their back on us. And I'm going to finally look. If an individual salary is $2,500, for instance, that's about $30,000 a year, or $180,000 in 6 years. But if that individual is now showing a property that worth $500,000, let's question them. When a leader comes to power and in less than a year constructing multi-million-dollar infrastructure mansions, and folks that we know that could not afford motorbike prior to coming to government, but in less than 4 years, in less than 6 years, they own mansions all over Liberia. I'm not going to call names. Then we must audit.
I'll help you to call me later.
Don't call me for me.
No, listen. Now, Sandy, I'm getting two things from you here. I'm getting two things, and not just from Sandy, from Bob, from every other person who spoke on this particular issue. I see two things coming into play here. I see accountability and transparency on one end, and I see the politics on another end. From one end, the argument is that we want this thing for accountability and transparency. From the other end, there is this argument that, look, those people are talking about accountability and transparency, but that politics they want to bring, so they want to use the politics to drag some people. Now, how do you address such an issue, Sandy, just before we move to Marie?
Well, that's the mindset.
Accountability and transparency versus the politics of this whole audit and no audit argument here.
Look, some of us in the incoming administration have the obligation to educate the people. This is not political witch hunt, as other people would call it. And Nelson, no matter how we educate them, some people may not, they will hold their belief. That's their belief. But not because of certain people believe the entire Liberian and the Liberian people must continue to suffer in the hands of just few people. This is about accountability and transparency. Audits happen in every institution, in every organization.
And you think nobody should have problem with it right now?
Nobody should have problem with it.
Thank you.
But man, if you haven't studied anything, why you should be complaining?
Thank you, Sandy. Thanks a lot. Let's hold you there. We're gonna move to Mary, but Josh, I see your hand up again, Josh. You have a question for Sandy?
Nelson, before you move to Mary, can I please say something? We talk about
we're gonna come to you, but let's take Josh first. Josh had his hand up. Josh,
Look,
you have a question for yes?
Yeah. A question, also a little bit of a statement anyway. What I want to say to Sandy is that I told you guys clearly that the CDC outgoing administration is not afraid of audit. What this government is going to resist is any form of witch hunt. That you're going to go after people to appease your voters because they say you must catch roll, so you got to look for something by all costs to find something. If you want to do it, we're going to resist it with everything we've got. And that is a caveat and also a warning to this administration. If you're going to go and audit, go and audit. If you say our audit reports are not okay, the GSC.
I saw you started talking about resist. The whole microphone went bad. I saw you mention resist. As soon as you mention resist, your microphone went bad.
The microphone said that BS.
Yeah, Amy, you can say anything you want to say, but that's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say, whatever is the situation, this government is not afraid of any audit.
Thank you.
We are for audit because audit will also tell people that we did this thing in 6 years and we did not take anything for ourselves. We got our salaries and we built our house.
You want to go to the question?
The question is, so Sandy, what you did not say here is that I understand what you're saying about being a regional administrator or whatever, and that you audit your organization, and there's also an external audit. We all understand that external audits are good because they can also prove that what you audited, what you've done is also good. You know what I mean? To qualify it as well. So I understand that. But what you did not mention is that what I mentioned, that because the first thing is that you have to know how much you gave me to audit me, right? So if you are going to audit me, it's going to be by what was allocated to me to be audited, right? But what I really hear from you is that how do you differentiate between what you are saying about external audit? Because when the external auditors come, they're still going to go to the books that you developed, the framework in place to go by it. I don't understand why I think there's some disparity there. I want to make that clear.
No, that's a good question. Look, one of the ways they can audit externally is actually to go to your sponsors, your donors. They can also request access to what has been budgeted to the government for instance, from the legislature, right? So that's one side. That's one side. But for instance, we can go to the World Health Organization. We can go to the United States government and say, how much did you give to the Liberian healthcare system over the last 6 years? And then we can audit that institution to know if that amount was spent on the healthcare system. That's one way. So for instance, my organization, we get money from we get government contracts, right?
Yeah.
So to audit us externally, they go to this our sponsors that are funding our operations. How much did you give Sandy? How much did you give that organization? And if we do not spend it accordingly, well, we are in trouble. We are never going to get anything else again. So we can go to your sponsors.
Thank you. Thanks a
lot.
lot.
Yeah, and Sandy, thank you. I just hope that the Spoon Network got all the receipt for the houses that were bought in Ghana by this administration, because I want to make sure that these things are audited. Because the lies that were told to win this election, they're too much. If they cannot present, guess what? The first protest will be, do not tell us to manage our expectation. Because you say you came to rescue us, you have to rescue us. And that's what's coming. Thank you. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead.
If we recover the houses, then we can improve the expectation.
You have already been rescued.
Thank you.
We are not yet rescue. We're still buying rent the same price.
Well, stay in power.
Exactly.
So we wait.
Please give Marie your time. Go ahead, Marie. Let's hear what your thoughts are on this whole auditing. This is a discussion that has taken the center stage in the country. A lot of people concerned about this. So many people talking about it. Folks are requesting it, and the pressure now cannot be compared to what we saw at about this time with this administration. Why do you think so?
Thank you, Nelson. I just wanted to say, auditing this government is compulsory for the incoming government to do. I'm telling you, there is no way Joseph Braga government is going to succeed or move forward without auditing the past government. And the Liberian people are asking for this auditing because they are more informed now. Thanks to Spoon and a lot of other scenarios that happened, this government was so corrupt, it was broad in front of the Liberian people. They saw it for themselves. They don't need somebody to tell them, okay? You have a senator waiving $14 million for accountant that cannot even get the accountant development fund, but you waiving $14 million. And you go look, that senator have mentions upon mention. You have government officials are taking contracts that's supposed to be done by other entities to fix the country, but yet those jobs are not done. You have a government official who could barely afford for he and his family building a condominium for a dead body. There are so many scenarios. There's not one Liberian you will ask that will not tell you a scenario that involved corruption with this past going government. You have a $11 million that was given for rest, yet the country ran out of rice. Okay? And then you also have the outgoing ambassador coming and saying that he gave so much funds for healthcare, but it wasn't used appropriately because the country ran out of medication. It is compulsory for the Joseph Boakai government to audit this government. There is no way this government is going to move forward without auditing the outgoing government. We have to hold them accountable. And I disagree with you, Nelson, when you say that it is political. It's purely accountability and transparency. Because this man was elected based on
I didn't
transparency.
say it's political, Marie. Let me just clear this.
Yeah, it's a
I
political undertone. That's why you're saying it's political undertone.
It's not.
I didn't equally say there's
That's
a
not what he
political.
said.
This is what I said. And I'm not going to allow anyone to entangle me here. I said.
For your situation.
I said, yeah, I will not get in any situation. I said, looking at this whole debate about audit, the way it's proceeding, there is one side of this thing that appears to be pushing the transparency and accountability card, right? While there's another side of it that appears to be pushing this political, undertone stuff. So at one point,
He said it.
one part, no,
Yeah, he did.
No. I'm saying at one point, one side or one party is saying that we're pushing this thing because accountability and XYZ. On the other hand, the other party is saying that look, there's a political nature of this thing. There's a witch hunt and stuff like that. Those are the two sides of the debate. So I don't have an opinion on this. I didn't say anything about political undertone, and I know absolutely nothing about what the both of you just said. So just so we move on. So Marie, you don't know, right?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I was gonna end my thoughts, but that's okay. But Nelson, there's no way. There's just no way this government is gonna come in and not audit. And my brother Josh is looking at it on the individual side. Because this person pay house because the entire government needs to be audited for this government to move forward. I'm telling
We agree. We agree.
It's not the Liberian people did not elect Joseph Boakai because they didn't want audit. They knew Josh Weah couldn't give them the transparency and the accountability that they needed, so they elected somebody else that would give them that. And it's compulsory that he do that for the Liberian people, so that we all want a better Liberia. We all want a new Liberia, and this is the only way we're gonna get a new Liberia.
So what if this administration says that based on the fact that we're in a reconciliatory period, we want to reconcile that. We want to. No.
What does all that have to do with reconciliation?
It's hypothetical. It's hypothetical, guys. It's hypothetical. Let's listen to the man. It's hypothetical.
It's a wrong hypothetical.
But just what if the incoming administration says, look, we want to move on in the spirit of reconciliation and all of that. Let's forget this auditing and move on.
What are you talking about? You're talking about a government where their campaign manager stood up and said they wasn't going to hire any UP person in their government.
Let me say
so,
UP.
So we are in a reconciliation.
Let's do it one at a time.
Are we in a reconciliation period only because they lost the election?
Thank you.
They are to be held accountable regardless, because it's one thing if the fundings that came in belong to the specific government officials that are going to audit them or Joseph Boakai. But it's not his. It belongs to the Liberian people. And the Liberian people want accountability. So that's the only thing they can do.
Thank you.
First of all, 1 second.
Nothing.
The Liberian people employ JMB, right? They tell you, say, your employer tells you, do this, you say no.
Okay. So
my question, you say no. You go to where your boss man say, do they want your job, your boss are there say nursing in the morning, take the car, you carry it down there, you go wash it. You don't say no. That's the mandate of the people.
After the audit, we reconcile. Yeah. I saw your hand up. I saw your hand up.
Nelson. The people did not employ JMB because he was handsome or he is handsome. The people did not employ JMB because he is short. The people employ him for him to do the job of the Liberian people. And the Liberian people requesting for an audit. So he must adhere to the people demand. He is not that thing what you can be doing in our country to say, oh yeah, it's a little Mambi. No, you are to serve the people. And JMB, for the kind of person who are annoying for him to be, he will order the administration.
Thank you.
Go, you cannot, JMB will order.
Thank you. Shirley, quickly, then we'll take Jerry. Jerry needs to come in, but Shirley, make a quick point. You have a question or you want to make
So
a comment?
the quick point that I want to make, I know that's not an option because the Liberian people voted for him to audit this outgoing government. But also when he's doing the audit, it's not just because he is doing it for the outgoing government. He also doing it for his administration because the audit will help him to see places that he needs to improve on, places that he needs to work on as well. So the audit is needed for his administration because it's going to help him.
Thank you. Lai kind of says the UP government is not a church house. So is the UP government is not a church house?
To start giving.
They can't even try it. But let's move to Jerry. Jerry, let's hear your take on this.
Man,
It's a good one.
Yeah,
like,
we're gonna bring Alfred on. I admire the fact that you've been sitting there quietly and just monitoring. You've not interrupted. You've not tried.
First time in history. First time in history. Yeah.
I'm wondering where this energy came from. But I think it's a good one. Go ahead, Jerry.
Yeah, thank you. Sorry for the poor quality of my voice because I'm
the reason why I'm not interrupting.
Okay, I think that's the reason. That's the reason.
No,
Do you
besides that, it doesn't stop me from if I want to make a point. But what I want to say is that there are certain things if you have control over, you don't make noise about it because we have control over this one. Joseph Boaga did not sound like George Weah when he spoke to the BBC in Ghana that the Unity Party government passed my 80%. No. Joe Boaga said this: the looting, the reckless corruption was too much.
Yeah.
And he promised the Liberian people that will audit the government. And we're not just doing audit, there are different kinds of audit. We are doing forensic audit that go beyond the data because the data sometimes, can be manipulated. I mean, because the government have failed the fiscal transparency test on many occasions from the Bureau of Investigation in every form and manner. So, I mean, there are so many things that the government of the WIA, administration, they didn't do properly. They failed most of the tests and stuff. So, if we're talking about audit, I don't know why people coming from with witch hunting. That's why they did in, the time and space that was given to them. They witch hunt people. And after saying that, the Ellen government passed this, that, because they didn't audit. Nobody stopped the WIA government from auditing the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf government.
Yeah.
But because he said the government passed 80%, and the same president can come back and say, oh, they looted no car. Oh, they looted no car. Also, they looted no car. The audit reports are there. All the documents are there. And because the president decided to baptize himself in the water of reckless corruption and looting, that's why he didn't see anything. I know you want to tell me that anything I say I'm responsible for it. I'm Jerry from Pelican. So you don't have to worry. Spoon is not responsible for that. So, I mean, he baptized in reckless corruption. When I hear the story of people, saying witch hunt, there's nothing called witch hunt. Bro, those that are auditors and understand financial issues, for me, I'm not a financial man. But, I mean, forensic audits go beyond. It goes beyond every aspect, whether your lifestyle, and the way Jerry Yimpan has been struggling being a lay horse. They say can't be sweeper in Pelican and say, oh, my people, let my lay horse are being finished here, even pin the So then later on again, you go low, Jerry start being condominiums in Pelican. Joe Baga will say, "Man, what happened? I made you sweep on impel again just for you to come be estates here." We need to know. And the United Party government believe in transparency. That's why we took civil service for taking check. We send it to the bank so that your money can go to you because people used to eat people pay. And that's why we established the internal audit agency at all government ministry and agencies. And you have the internal auditors. They are all there. But these people were ignored. These people were disrespected. Joe Barker is only guaranteeing you. He's now president-elect. He's not campaigning any longer. He said, we will reactivate this mechanism that could detect fraud. Anybody could talk about corruption on an Ellen government. As soon as Jerome Party, somebody want that does not belong to him, you will detect it because the internal auditors were independent. On Ellen Johnson said the government, the Joe Barker time, we didn't have people that will kill auditors because they brought report, or there were other reports that brought up. While we are in order, they didn't go to these people to prosecute people. We will not be like that because we promised the people of Liberia. So for people like Georgian to be crying babies so soon, we're not going after anybody. The audit is not targeting anybody. The audit is to make sure that Jerry Yimpa is a janitor at Tottenham High. We've been supplying him with tissue. We've been supplying him with tasso. How you been using the tasso? We put money in the budget for the tasso here. Is that the principal? I'll just say Jerry Yimpa go buy tasso. Who delivered the tasso?
Thank you. Now, but Jerry, from the way you've presented on this particular topic, will you be disappointed if this government fails to audit? If the incoming administration fails to audit this government, will you be disappointed?
Look, let me tell you about the seriousness of Joe Barker. Let me.
I don't want us to go to the seriousness yet.
I'm telling you, I mean, Joe Barker. For you to even have skepticism about whether Joe Barker will audit and that. This is the Joe Barker, whom former president said that I admire so much. I respect her. Said, my man, will you protect me? He said, Mama, why you did that? You want protection? The law will be the law. Let me use my man Musa Bedete stuff. The law is the law. And he stood his ground. He did not succumb to anything because he knew that he would live by his principles. That anything I believe in is what I believe in. So when Joe Barker said to you that we will make sure that every money that the government of Liberia under we are government raised and used, they will have to explain. And then Ellen Johnson said he was concerned. And some of the people said, oh, it will never happen. But, people talking about reconciliation, but nobody killing anybody, nobody beating anybody.
Exactly.
Being a straightforward man, he being an integrity person. He said, under my administration, we will not tolerate any form of corruption. And to start that, on day one, we will start audit. So there's no room for any form of disappointment. Joe Barker being a serious man from the day he came to government, all the places he said manufacturing. That Sawyer before he even died, he said Joe Barker did not steal any money. He has not stolen anything from anybody. So anything Joe Barker told you, even after
Jerry, you have done your hands. You have done your hands like this.
Serious about
not hearing the thing you am saying.
Everybody, listen. When everybody was speaking here, making interjection, all my interjection. But let me close with this on this topic.
Yeah, just close on
Joe Barker.
We move to
the same Joe Barker yesterday. Today will be the same Joe Barker tomorrow. Look at the team he constituted. People like Bama Kamara, integrity account that when students fail exam at the University of Liberia and say, oh, our professor are calling you, oh, I want to send you $5 structure, you can send you $20. That Bama Kamara for you there. When you say John Molu. So these are people, look at the team that he constituted to follow.
Thank you.
What happened? So it means that Joe Barker is here for serious business. He's not joking like the way we have dealt with our country for the last 6 years.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
No, Josh. No. I'm not saying anything. Waiting for you to talk.
Oh, wow.
Maybe as a question, Mammy,
Yeah, exactly.
I had something
No,
to say
guys.
earlier.
Everyone is allowed. It's open.
Guys.
Everyone is allowed. It's open. Once I
Yeah,
see your
When I
hand,
had something to say earlier, you told me to say no, but you've been letting everybody else to make it because
I mean, always keeping the records of wrong.
I'm just saying. I'm just keeping it.
Okay, so please don't check it. Please erase that from your book, please. I mean,
Amy
But
got
go
one
ahead.
count on you, Nelson. One count.
I say there's some people share it up there. I put Josh down.
But every time Shirley comes up, she will go back, and Shirley keeps going back. What's happening? Okay, you love for Jerry to be for Josh to be down here.
And the message
Go ahead.
thing will be
Go ahead.
So
Let's
look,
see.
yeah. The thing that one of the things I want to say is that it's just an interjection as well to say that you guys should manage your expectation because a squanderer is not a good auditor. The thing is that this guy that is coming who admitted publicly that he squandered the resources of our country.
Correction.
He's
He
coming
said
back
he.
in.
They respect to the president-elect. Don't say this guy.
listen,
The president cannot be.
so
That man will be a
listen.
grandfather.
No,
Will
no,
not
no,
sit
no.
on the
He squandered our.
Nelson, I'm going to take my time now. I'm going to take my time now.
George, you want to ask your question? You want to ask your question?
I'm going to take my time.
Okay. Yes. Let me ask my question. How can a squanderer be a good auditor? Mr.
Okay,
Jerry
thank you.
Nyima.
Jerry.
Okay, let me say this. I don't understand. You see, sometimes to listen and to be hearing at some different issues that citizens don't understand. To be listening and be hearing are two different things.
I will refuse for you to call me sedition now, please. Call me George. I will call you Jerry Nyima. Yeah? Call me George.
But you are not
No, call me
sounding
George.
different, like-
Call me George. Call me George. No, if you want to do that, if you want to discriminate, I will be calling you Upis. If you want to do that, I will call you Upis. You are being rude. No, he's being rude. Actually, he's being rude. He's being rude.
Let's do this. Let's do this, guys. Let's do this.
If you're not calling by my name, don't address me. If you don't call my name, don't address me. Don't call me sedition. Sedition and try to demean me. Tell me say because no, don't do that, Jerry. I respect you. Don't do that.
No, bro, Judge, you are a sedition, and there's a problem with sedition listening and hearing. They don't know the difference.
Please tell you to retract that. 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 If he doesn't retract that, then of course I will not allow him to end.
Listen.
All right, let me be the one to answer that question.
Before getting at that point,
I didn't ask you. I didn't ask you, Amy. Just go sit down.
Let me say this.
Jerry, you come in. Let's do this.
Jerry, you can't call me sedition on the show. I'm a Liberian. You can't see my leader. You can't see my leader. Don't call me sedition.
Call him president-elect. He's not a squanderer. Call him president-elect. If you want to be referred to, you have to refer to.
So let me mute everybody small. Listen, guys, you don't make this show too hard now.
We gotta make it harder.
You come down small. Josh, are you? Did you withdraw your membership from CDC, or are you still a sedition?
Look, man, I'm a sedition. I will forever be a sedition. I can support anyone, but I will forever remain. But guess what? I know there is a connotation. There is a connotation. There is a connotation. Because during this heated elections, people refer to seditions as being stupid people, as being people who don't think. And that connotation now is synonymous with sedition. And guess what? If he say it to me, listen, but Nelson. Yeah, but Nelson, listen. If he used that, that's what he said. You people don't understand. You people don't think. Guess what? If you want to be insulting to me, then I will start to insult, and then the show will not go on well. So tell him to address me as George. No, Nelson. He said, sedition, don't listen. He pointed to a head. It means that we are some stupid sort of people. Guess what? And what I want to tell you that Jerry cannot tell me that he's more educated or more smart than me or more sensible than me. He's not. So he should address me like George without addressing that. Guess what? When I put the question to him, I said Jerry Nyima, right? I did not refer to him as a Upis or anything else because he has a name. But if you want to be denigrating to me, and then put on his head and say we don't think, we don't listen, then it will be a problem.
Jerry,
thank you.
Jerry, for the sake of the discussion, George says he's not
George Widow.
yeah. to have you
And then
referring to
when
him
George
as a
also
citizen.
address the
And
person that you like by his name
Nelson,
as well.
Nelson, pay attention. Nelson,
Nelson.
please.
So when
we
George
have to make
address the
progress.
person
Okay,
that
guys,
you like by his name,
let's move on. Ami, let's take Ami. Let's take Ami.
Mama, let me answer a question for you.
We are coming.
No, you will not answer that question. You will not answer it. You will not answer it. You will not answer it.
No.
I return my question. He's not answering my question because he was rude to me.
Don't worry, Jerry. I got this. Don't worry. Don't worry. I got it. I got it. Don't worry.
Nelson, it will be unfair to me. What I want to say to my brother is, I'm just trying to say when Joseph Boakai talk about squandering opportunities, like I could go on. We are not in a campaign mood. I could tell you we took civil service salary from $15 up to $150, but John Weir brought it downward. Which government is a serious government?
How does that answer his question?
Listen,
How does that answer?
Exactly. How does that answer my question?
No,
Come on, man.
No, I'm just trying to tell you, we are not in campaign mode. But when Joseph Boakai spoke about squandering opportunities, that's why I talk about the issue of some of our friends from the CDC not having comprehension, mind and not comprehending issue well. Is
I'm trying to retract that. I'm trying to retract that.
We are splitting
you cannot use that. You cannot use that. We are on a national platform. You cannot refer to the whole population of the.
Can we move ahead?
I got serious friend in the CDC more than even you join us.
Okay. So
look, I don't care. But you cannot refer to a group of people in the country as people who can think, who cannot comprehend. That is insulting you on national radio. You can.
I said some of you have comprehension problem. You see.
So we'll put the 2 minutes in the back. Let it go there and settle that issue for a while. I mean, please go ahead. I mean, make a point. Let the two brothers be in the back for a while. Yeah, don't make the show overheated for us here today. No.
If I still remember what I wanted to say. But anyways, I wanted George to be here so I can tell him that squandering opportunity is different from squandering resources. So he needs to know that before he do something. And
with respect to the audit, this whole audit discussion, why do you think there's so much emphasis on it now?
I just love
this
the
time in
brilliancy of this women on this
there,
show.
there wasn't that much of emphasis. A new
Because
era
people
now.
are scared,
This
Nelson.
one person will go in the background. A new era. So please go ahead, Ami. Make a point on that.
People are scared. That's what I see, because auditing is a good thing. I don't know why somebody think it's a bad thing. It's a good thing. And Cindy have made most of my point that I wanted to make, by the way, with the external auditing and all of that. And it's not a witch hunt. It's also setting a precedent for, like everybody already said, for the incoming government, the people that are coming in as well, for them to know how serious their boss is. So it's not all about CDC that people making it seem like, the witch hunt, and they want to come to your house. I mean, if somebody want to come to your house, they're auditing, and they want to. What about when you're appraising a house, George? How do you do that? To appraise the house when in the office? There's something in auditing they call cooking the book. It's most of the thing over there when some of the guys that declare their assets and stuff like that, who went to find out that everything they were declaring was right or it wasn't right when they did that? Because somebody can just bring you a piece of paper and you just again say, oh yeah, the person was. You have to follow it. You have to go and see everything they're putting on that paper. They truly have all of those things and their worth and everything. Who did all of that? And what book is that in that you're supposed to go through that when somebody comes to you now? And then somebody said, oh yeah, when I was coming into office, I was worth $3 million. Okay, so where does it say $3 million? Who verified this information? All of that has to be considered. And I don't know why people are so gibberish about this whole auditing thing. If you don't have anything to hide, you shouldn't be shivering when they talk about auditing. You can have all the mansions you want. As long as the mansion was your own money and what you're making, everything is, they receive everything add up and they deposit and stuff. And for the most part, the donors will tell us anyway. Most of those, something like Cindy said, if the donor tell you that they give so and so amount to the health, ministry, and they're looking at the health system looking like a mess like that. So she would have to explain, the minister or whatever would have to explain, or they find out something, I don't know how that works, where the money went, how they use the money. Okay, somebody would have to give account of that money. What happened to it? So they're going after you. When you talk about witch hunt, if President Uncle Joe Baga come in and then get up and just go grab that Minister of Health, grab the central government, grab this money, lock them up. Those are witch hunts. A government can be corrupt, but you just don't go and throw everybody in jail. You have to investigate. You have to audit to see who is involved in that corruption. Not everybody are involved, but if you just go after special people that you think you don't like, that's what they call witch hunt. But that's not what happening here.
So
it's Judge Ria audit, like some people say, oh, why they can't audit that was Judge Ria a job to do. If he never did it, this is not a susu. Okay, nobody gonna the Liberian people give Uncle Joe, President Joe Baca, the mandate to do these things, and he promised the people he was going to do it. He's not going to let somebody tell him how to do his job, how to run his administration, because I didn't do this, so don't do that. That's your business. This is my administration. This is my platform that I ran on. This is what I said I was going to do, and I am going, as long as within the law, I will do it. And it's not a witch hunt, and nobody should consider it that way. Because if they do, it's because they have something to hide. All this is not a big deal. It shouldn't be the national thing. Everybody, that wish hunt. Oh, no. It's disgusting for somebody to say that wish hunt. It's not a wish hunt. And my brother George should know better to be calling that a wish hunt, to say, oh, somebody want to appraise your home, then I mean they wish hunting you. No, it's not a wish hunt.
Thank you. Thank you, Amy. So I don't know what's happening from my end here. There seems to be a little bit of issue here. Okay, so we're about to go to the lines. Yes, Jerry, you want to make a quick point?
I didn't make my point on this.
Alfred is still here. No, Jerry, just hold on to your point. Jerry and his brother Josh, I see the both of you are together. I see some reconciliation went behind the scenes.
Take out.
So let's take Alfred quickly, then Jerry and Josh, the both of you will make your points before we go to the lines.
Yeah, I like to go further on the explanation of audit. And and my brother Sandy laid it out very clearly. You know what audit does for a government or any institution? The first thing it does is that it identifies risk. That's the first thing it does. Now, when the risks are identified, now those risks can now be taken out by improving the system and making sure that service delivery for the people is improved. That's what audit does. The next thing it does what I call fostering learning and innovation. Because if something happens, say for example, you go to the Ministry of Health, they put on doing our work good, they not spending money well, and you find out what was happening. What it does is it brings serious people into the system. Say for example, we have our nursing school to JFK, right? And it's not working well. They're giving people bad certificate. They just coming audit, not doing the nursing well. You audit that institution, for example. You bring up new people that will set up a new benchmark that will help the institution.
Can we all mute? Can we all just mute? There is a fee.
So the whole issue about wage home. Nobody going to politicize this audit issue. Nobody going to because we will sit there and explain it to our Liberian people. You like it, Jaco Lantern. You not like it, Jaco Lantern. Audit will take place by 4, by 5, by 4. Thank you.
Where is Jaco Lantern coming from here?
Okay, all I people understand it.
Yeah, Nelson.
But you know Jaco Lantern?
Yeah. Jaco Lantern get bow my face here. It bring me here. I know Jaco Lantern by way.
Nothing. I strongly believe that we should go on the line.
All your nose can get black inside, my man. They smoke from inside.
I strongly believe that we should go on the line to go hear from our audience.
Yeah, but we'll go on the line.
Hey, Nelson, before we go,
you got any experience Jaco Lantern? The major talk about Jaco Lantern.
Josh, we tired of hearing from you tonight, man.
Shelly,
don't,
come
don't be
on,
bad with
Shelly.
Seriously, you
Shelly,
have more time to talk on
Shelly,
this here than anybody.
Shelly, come on, guys.
So let's go to the lines.
All right,
Let's
no problem.
No, you see, I wanted to say something, and then you
Now you can
Everybody
talk.
had that
Now you
time
can talk.
to
No.
interject, but when me now, you don't want to accept. You're not fair to me. Everybody
No,
made a
no,
point, including the time that I didn't speak on the show. But then
But
I
I get
wanted to
Jerry Terry
clarify
for not
something.
going
You don't want
lamba.
to do it.
Jerry will already give
For
you.
transparency, my man.
Jerry is Amy brother. He keeping point two. We tired tonight. Let's move to the line, please.
So 055101075
So we are crying baby for nothing. The
Zero
baby
triple
goes
five.
sad. They will not even
Jerry,
do justice
I
to
mean,
himself.
please mute. Jerry, please mute. I don't
They
know
will
what's
not do
happening
justice to
in
himself.
here.
We'll sell it and usher it on market
Something
day.
is not okay from my end. I'm not seeing the stream the way
Well,
it should.
banjo, eh?
But
Yeah,
let's
we
take,
need to
let's
have election. We need to have election. The mobile man cannot be the deputy on the show. Yeah, we're gonna have election after the show.
Yeah,
Man,
I'm
I was
taking
selected
over
by the
Melba
CEO.
position.
I was selected by the CEO. No election, Benny.
We will have election.
Just you know you lose
You
that
can't impose government on us. You can't impose government on us yet.
you know you lose that election. Majority carry
We
the
will. My girl Amy here. My girl Amy here, Shelly here, and you here. You know you vote for me.
All right, guys, let's go to the line. Let's take our first call. Hello. Okay, so the number is 05551101075, or you can also call 0776918639. Hello, go ahead. You're live.
Hello.
Yes, sir. You're live.
Yeah, thank you for the conversation. You see, if we start arguing about audit and harming other people, what we have tried for, what we have asked and prayed for, be implemented. If we have to do Liberia business with business as usual, we ain't going anywhere. Auditing doesn't mean I'm against you. I'm simply asking you, I gave you $10. How did you spend it? Simple as that. If you don't tell me how you spend it, I only give you some more. Then where are we coming from? So what the president says is educate our people. Let them get to know. Once they get to know the motive behind this auditing, they will support you.
Thank you.
But once they don't know, you want to do it, they will say, oh, they're going like the ball business, so they want to do this and that.
Guys, Nelson is gone. I'll put my number forward so you can take a call from me. Yeah.
No. Who take a call from you, Josh? Who take a call from you? What you say to
I will get a photo here. Now I will move the photo forward.
No.
Hey, God.
No. We're not taking a call from you.
We
So
learn
at
from
least you can start calling.
The people don't have data.
No, guys, we're back. We're back.
They don't have data.
All right.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, because so the list is finished now.
Not we finish with the red penny for today, tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Hello, let's take this person. Hello, your name and where you come from?
Joe.
Yeah, Joe, let's hear you.
Wale just like in Valley.
Oh, Wale like in Valley. Okay, go ahead, Joe.
Okay, my number is 0.
No, Joe. We're not taking call for the red banana. That the discussion we're having that what people making a contribution on. We're not taking calls for rest right now. Let's take this person. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, Gibson, go ahead.
Thank you for the topic on the discussion. I love the topic. Everything I want to tell you at this hour. I just want to concentrate George in studio that audit is very important because I worked with an entity for 10 years. Well, audit was one of the things that we used to do every day that bring transparency to the entity. At certain times, you will get auditor coming to you every week, 2 or 3 times a day, making sure that you do the right thing. When even somebody want to give you money, you will be very careful the kind of money you're receiving. So George should watch up on his own radio station, knowing that these guys in the country are already looking for a way to cause problem for us. Coming on public radio station talking, if we go after these guys, we're auditing them, they will use everything they get to fight back. We don't want that kind of statement on radio station. Using that statement will cause problem for Liberia.
Thank you.
Because the guys will know them.
Let's take this person. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, your name and where you call from.
Yeah, my name is Musa Sano, and I'm calling from Majibi District 1.
Go ahead, let's hear you.
Thank you very much. You know, those that are afraid of audit, may God give all long life, but they should not die. Because whatever they are doing, they will be audit. Whether they agree or not, they will be audit. So the best thing, let them face the justice. Running away from the justice does not mean you are free.
Thank you.
Whatever you do to Liberian people, you have to give account of it. So it's the best thing. They must be happy that they're going to be ordered here. Then tomorrow, on the day of judgment, they should not hold them accountable. Thank you very much.
So judgment day on the audit.
No, that cartoon. Here you get lawyer. Here you get lawyer, but over there, no lawyer.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
You see?
Let's take this person. Hello. Hello. Yeah, thank you, sir. Let's take this person. Go ahead. Yeah, you're live. Okay, Mabi, let's hear you. Go ahead. No, Mabi, when taking call for the reso, you can call tomorrow, yeah? Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead. Your name and where you call from.
Yeah, my name is Richard Carter, and I'm calling from Minnesota.
Okay, go ahead. Let's hear you, Richard.
Yeah, I'm sitting listening to your show. One of the panelists raised a very good point. I think it's a lady with the hair tie. You know, auditing should be done, extensively.
Yeah.
There we saw government officials, like coming to power that had nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And within 6 years, they earn mansions and properties and other stuff. If the precedent is not set in order to move Liberia forward, trust me, the credibility of Liberia on the international scene is doomed. And if President-elect Joe Buckeye, we have to regain our country's reputation with our international partners and donors, I think there's a need for auditing. And there should be no way people should see auditing as witch hunting, like George Wieder is saying.
Okay.
If you have clean hands, why be afraid? I think there's a need for auditing to give our countries back its reputation.
Thanks a lot. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks for your contribution on the program tonight. We'll take 4 more calls and then we wrap up. We'll come back to do the closing. We'll come back to do the closing. So let's take this person from here. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, good morning, Nelson.
Yes, your name and where you call from?
My name is Steve Maxine, and I do call from Nima United Community.
Okay, go ahead. Let's hear your take.
Thank you very much. I heard you say why this government, incoming government, is under heavy pressure.
Yeah.
Of this auditing.
Mm-hmm.
Simple transparency. This is why we labor in all the budgets around here to get a government coming, because we are employing this government to audit. And to see things happening better. We will not keep being like this. Nelson. The second thing is, you ask, if JMB can to say, for the spirit of peace, let us reconcile. Right there, JMB trouble starts. So I am asking the audience to understand that JMB is being employed by Liberian people to do something right. Why you muted those guys just now? Because you want to see something be right.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's take another person. Hello.
Oh.
Yes, Anime, where you call from?
Yeah, this is Emmanuel. I'm calling.
Emmanuel, go ahead.
Yeah, the problem of quality in Liberia, maybe some local like is party. Even if you have a physician, and I'm a user party person, if you have no auditing, it will show the people that if I was feeding or not. So maybe all the things many people look like, oh, it's bad, or they're trying to solve the situation, or they're a bad person. But in a situation way, to me, it's good for them to when I was stealing our money, it will be better for us to know the type of person I was doing as.
Thank you.
For in our process.
Thank you. Thank you. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, hello. Please go ahead. Your name and where you call from?
My name is Speaker Kissin calling from Puebla, PCO.
Okay, from Puebla, go ahead. On the WhatsApp line, just hold on a bit. We'll soon come to you. From Puebla, go ahead.
I can remember when Manasari came to power. She elected Judy Bryan, and Judy Bryan property was turned to the Liberian government. So I think it will be better for this government to audit this particular government are going on. Let me be frank with you. The president elect don't this part of government, they will know that La Province is there. Nothing will get for any other president incoming. I thank you.
Then you give on Liberia, eh?
Yeah, then I think we finish now.
Okay.
It's our hope. It's our hope.
Thank you. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, you're live. Go ahead now. You're live.
Sorry, I'm a voice.
Yeah.
I got local. Yes, I'm Mensa Jones. I'm calling from New Jersey.
Okay.
Hey, Josh, bye-bye. When I started following the show and I listened to you and Vasco, at least you sound a little better than him. Oh man, I know what got you so upset. You sounded so angry. Don't be angry about you been here where we live. Listening to MSNBC and CNN panelists or the lawmakers when they on this show, you hear them referring to their friends or our Republican brothers on the other side of the aisle, or our Democrat brothers on the other side of the aisle. Them be upset because they know that's their political party that they're calling them by. But you were so upset when Sandy said, "Oh, these seditions."
No, it was Jerry. It was Jerry who said that. Jerry.
Oh yeah, Jerry, right. You are sedition and you always be a sedition. So don't try to stray away from your party because you're angry. Secondly, with everybody else, I'm going to be dictator to it. Auditing is not a bad thing. As you heard our brother say, when somebody give you $5 and say, please use the $5 to buy peanuts for the children to eat. And they come and say, George, the $5 I gave you, how did you spend it? Did you buy the peanuts? That's only in a layman way. So don't be angry. We all looking forward to a better Liberia.
Thank you.
As the psalmist said, lift up your hands so ye gates and be lift up your everlasting doors, and a king of glory shall come in. Who shall stand on the head of the Lord? He that had clean hands and a pure heart, who are not lifted of his soul on the vanity, nor son refusal, because he shall receive the blessing and the salvation of the Lord.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Josh, you made it almost to read whole chapter here to now. Anyway, but we take the last two calls and then we'll go. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, please go ahead.
So this is Joseph Yoga calling from Minnesota.
Yeah, go ahead, Zoga.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for the information and getting us a life we will live in diaspora. But there's one thing that we face with, especially what you guys discussing, is a routine. People believe that this is a routine from the previous government up to now, since we got independent up to now. Nobody had since we got independent. I've been following one thing about like we don't read, we don't follow. We just hear this. People start talking all kind of stuff, but this is the reason why we are still undeveloped. Since we got independent, there have been no audit of previous government have really taken place to give us results since we got independent. Corruption has been a routine. Trust me, my brother. And with that, some have been praying.
Yeah.
That
just
the question that's coming will be nationalistic and let this audit of the previous government go. But this has been the routine from time to time.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. We'll take the last call now. I'm sorry if you can make it through. Let's take this person now. Hello. Hello. You say?
Morning.
Okay.
Hotel Dubai calling from Upper Kawa.
Okay, Mr. Dubai, it's good to have you on the show. Let's hear you.
Thank you. So yeah, it's the situation about the audit. I think under this regime, our government cut down some salaries.
Yeah.
And I think that was done through an audit. We came to realize that some people were carrying very high salaries. Directors, for example, 2 directors, one director making $500, and another director was making up to $1,500. Through that audit, the government was able to realize that this was a situation, and that is when the government started talking about harmonization.
Okay.
That's 1. 2, if we are talking about audit, there has been this conversation across Liberia that this regime has implemented more projects compared to past regimes. So if an audit is done, that will be able to be proven or otherwise. And the people of Liberia will say, oh yes, even though politicians were saying that this is not the truth, but we think this is the truth because an audit has established that this government did more than any other past government. But having said that, let me conclude this way. You are all people who read and write on the platform now. So if the letterman is having an issue or understanding of this audit, the Liberian media needs to create awareness across the country before anything starts. Or else, the layman will just believe that, look, this issue about audit is a witch hunt. And even the government that is coming to take power is going to be leading the people of Liberia. So to make this issue of our reconciliation so difficult for us, one of the things we can do as media is to make sure enough awareness is done. Let the people know what the audit is about.
Thank you.
Because once you do an audit, somebody will be able to say, okay, these guys are prepared, this is what happened, and we can put in more funding. So that's my contribution to whatever you guys are discussing. And thank you so much for deciding this topic tonight.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a whole lot for your contribution. There's the code out to that. Oh, so let's squeeze this final person in. Yeah, just come in quickly. But yeah, you have to reduce your monitor, reduce the volume of the monitor. The feedback is terrible.
Yes, good morning, Lexi.
Okay, go ahead now. Let's hear you quickly.
Okay, thank you. Okay, let me just say something short, okay? If DMB government cannot order George, we are government. The government that will be coming the next time, they won't be able to audit any government. So once GMB can set the example, the next government that will be coming over, they will be able to do the same thing. Then Liberia will get back on its feet. If not, Liberia will still be the same.
You didn't say your name, sir. Where are you calling from?
My name is Emmanuel Smith.
Okay.
I'm calling from South Korea.
Thank you. Well, we'll have to hold it at that. Time is not much on our side. Lots of calls still coming in. Yes, but I think we can wrap up on this. We can do our closing on this. Shirley, how did you get here?
Yes, Nelson, it's something I want to say because during the course, most people mention me than anyone yet. So I just want to say something quickly.
Okay. We're gonna just do the queue. And then you have time enough to do all of that in your closing. Is that okay?
All right. No, it's okay. No problem.
Okay, so Shirley, you can start with your closing. Then we can take Jerry right after you. I see Maggie is in the background, but when I try bringing her on, she's not coming. I don't know why. I will try that again. Okay, Maggie is here finally. Maggie, welcome to the show. I hope your microphone is doing you well today.
Maybe, I don't know.
Okay, it's good. It's good.
So bad.
So we'll take you back. We'll come to you. But let's take Shirley now. Shirley, go ahead.
Okay, Nelson, I think we are here to educate the Liberian people that auditing is not a bad thing. It's something that is good for the outgoing government and also good for the incoming government. In order for the incoming government to know some of the projects that the outgoing government undertake and where they stop with those projects, they need to do auditing to be able to move forward with either completing the project or starting new projects. So, Liberian people, I want to say thank you always for giving us the opportunity to come here and to just put our 2 cents to the topic and to educate you guys. This is what the platform stands for, and we promise that we will be here not only for the outgoing government, but for also the incoming government. If they are not doing what is right for the Liberian people, we will come here and we will talk about it. So the government now is for all Liberians, and we are here as Liberians to make sure that they are doing the right thing for us. And if they are not, we will hold them accountable as well. Thank you.
So we're gonna do one female, one male. So let's take Alfred. Alfred, go ahead.
You would just do me, let me go, my man.
No, you will stay here. You will wait. When I talk before you talk, you're not going nowhere. You're staying here today. But Nelson, thank you so much. I think this topic, like one of the callers said, I think it will be huge. The new government are coming into power to ensure that the issue of audit be a nationwide thing. Our people need to know it because we don't want these guys who have sinister attitude to governize our people against our new government. We need to educate our people that audit is very good for the country. Look, for far too long, our country has been called an elephant meat.
You see your Liberian people?
For far too long, our country has been called an elephant meat where people can come and call their own and go. Joe Bugger is the final buster to that elephant meat. I dare Joe Bugger to not do audit. I dare Joe Bugger to make the government a cousin that everybody we are causing so we can punish people. Soon money will bring down. The same will bring down.
No. Listen.
No.
When you say bring it down, you gotta be clear on that. No, the other day you said somebody will lose. I told you that. So now you come here for bringing somebody down.
Exactly.
I know. Listen. Let me come in with this. I know you come from the military background, all of that. So people like you, when you say something, we don't take it lightly. All right. So that's why you have to be, very careful of your choice of words. So what did you mean when you say bring him down? How did you mean to
let me clarify that.
2029 or what?
Let me clarify that. The Constitution is very clear. The happiness of the people. In fact, let me say the right way so people can know what it means. All right. Now, the Constitution, Article 1, it says all free government are instituted by the people for the purpose of their happiness and security. And any government that comes to power that does not do that, the people have the right to alter that same government.
Yeah.
Okay. So if Joe Biden fails to live up to the expectation of Liberian people, we will canvass, we will call him to order, and we'll make sure he comes down. And we are very clear about that.
Okay, so that's what you meant.
Yeah, that's what I meant. So we're not going to joke here for far too long. Our people, for far too long, let me close on this. For far too long, our people have been languishing in abject poverty. This is 2023. Where people are moving forward, we're still thinking about how to get on our feet. We're crawling.
21st century, Alawi.
Okay? In a country where you don't have access to electricity, in a country where you don't have access to pure and safe drinking water, in a country where you don't have access to good medical health care, primary medical health care, you don't have it. In a country like that. Then you say we should make friendship. Then you say we must make our country with cousin and brother, that when the person still will not deal with it, I dare Joe Biden to try it. We'll bring down some money. Thank you.
I mean that anyway. Let's take okay, I saw Marie here. Let's bring Marie in to do a closing. Maggie, let's bring Marie in, then I will In fact, the man who just came and talking, the man that can bring people down and make people lost.
Remember, you couldn't bring people down.
Yeah, I can wait, Nelson. Others can. This
No, yeah, but let's take you. Let's take you, Mary.
Mary waiting for me to talk, then she will come. No, you will talk.
True, Nelson. I want Josh to go before me.
No, but then go, Josh. Go, Josh.
Thank you, gentlemen, and I really appreciate. It was heated, but no, this is what happens when we are passionate about your country. Anything that you say about your country, disagreement will come because you are passionate and you want to see the best for your country. And I applaud everyone here. But here's the thing, guys. The reason why we are very apprehensive about this audit is because Joe Bwaka made a statement in Ghana, or whatever he made a statement. He said there is mass looting ongoing of the country's resources. So let me see what happens. If he goes and do the audit and finds out that there's no, malpractice in the audit findings, he's going to manufacture because he does not want to be seen as a liar. He will manufacture. That's why when you are running campaign, you have to
George, you really think so? George, you think so?
How do you manufacture?
It's not Ambassador Bwaka who's going to be auditing himself. He's not going to be the individual, the main.
Come on, George.
Someone please educate George, please.
No, guys.
Hey, calm down. I'm more educated than a lot of people. And I know what I'm talking about. Don't say educate me. Don't do that. So let me tell you. That's what I want to say. Nelson, here's what I want to say. Okay.
My word, guys. Yeah. Josh, okay, let's yeah.
It's okay, Josh. You're educated than me.
Amy, I don't really care. You can be educated than me. I don't really care. You're my sister.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, gentlemen.
Yeah. Let's have
somebody. Maggie, please mute.
Everything is okay. Go ahead, Josh.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, here's the thing. When the vice president, the president-elect, went on air and said there is mass looting of the country resources, he has now been elected as the president. And then he goes to do the audit. Let's say hypothetically, he did not see anything of sort that he was trying to say. How does that make him? Make him a liar. And most people don't want to be seen as liars. They might manufacture something. That's when the witch hunt comes in. And we want to say emphatically clear, if there's any iota of evidence that there is some witch hunt that is going to be ongoing in this audit, we'll resist it to the core, because nothing as such should be happening in our democracy. Our democracy has taken a very high mark in the international community because of President George Weah's decision to concede early on in these elections. And by doing so, he has brought Liberia on the top of the arsenal of democracy in Africa and even the rest of the world. So if anybody wants to go and be a president, and you say such outlandish thing about mass looting going on, and you go and check and you cannot find the mass looting, and then you want to go and find it or make it, we'll resist it to the core. And that's the whole hallmark of this thing. We will resist it and we'll never allow it to happen. And then, of course, that government, because it was said here by my brother Alfred,
yeah. Resist. You kept re-emphasizing this from the very start of the show.
Democratically, we'll resist it. Guess what? You will see people in the streets every day, and we'll make sure that if there's a witch hunt, we'll make sure we get in the street until that government comes down, and we'll bring that government down.
Thank you. Yeah. Let's hold you there. So, Mary, you can go now.
You will get a number to bring government down.
Thank you. You can go now.
Thank you, Nelson. George, the individual you are talking about, Honorable Bwaka, is a man of integrity. So all of your government officials that are leaving cannot even be compared to him. And there is no such thing as they won't find nothing. It is impossible, my brother. Because if they wouldn't find anything, all the auditors that are dead today will not be dead. Okay? They will not be dead. 4 of them with no explanation to their deaths. When you come on this platform, please don't use hypothetical words because we're on a national platform. Spoon is one of the biggest political platforms that educate our people, and I don't think we should be using hypothetical terms on here because Honorable Barker is a respectable man and he won't do such thing. And I'm telling you, for many of your government officials that could barely afford and they're paying condominium for graveyard, but for dead bodies and monies that were allocated from various entities and is nowhere to be found. There is absolutely no way that they won't find something. So forget it. You guys can resist it democratically.
And that's the problem. That's the problem. When you say absolutely no way they will not find anything, then that's the problem.
Absolutely no way, because if there was, your government had prevented the 4 individuals that tried to audit them, and today they are in the grave. So there is absolutely no way. And those people there will not go for free. So Marcella, I dare Honorable Barker to not audit those people. It is compulsory that this outgoing government be audited.
We'll start a protest here.
And
it is visible for what they are doing to George. So it's the stuff that people get to see.
One of the reasons why Liberians are so informed now because this government looting was so broad. There is nobody that cannot give you a scenario of corruption that took place.
And you should be able to find it. You should be able to find it. It should be clear to everyone. I always said, I say, if you find anyone corrupt in this government,
one of the best auditors coming. Don't worry.
If you manufacture it, we resist it.
There is no such thing, Judge. The number don't lie.
Guys,
then find it, please. Find it.
Yes. Got you.
Yes, you are muted, sir. Oh, my word. AB, I'll mute you and then you mute it. Okay, you're okay now. Go ahead.
Nelson, thank you very much for these brilliant discussions. Why the sedition jacking on themselves? Why they are jacking?
Hola, please don't interrupt, please.
Why the sedition they are jacking? When they talk about audit, they jacking. Why? Is it because that the 4 auditors that they kill, that up to present, do you guys know that up to present that the police department need to be investigated as well, as much as they need to be audited too? Because up to now they cannot bring closure to that long time they were saying, hey, yeah, we were investigating. Up to present, the investigation have not been declared. We don't know what happens. The 3 missing boys, what quote unquote that the president sodomized.
Hello, Abby, are you there?
Complete nonsense.
Maybe it's a national platform, and we have no. Josh,
take care.
I am saying quote unquote.
Yeah, but let's not Abby, let's not elevate that because this is radio. People hear things and they will say, "Oh, I heard it from the radio."
Okay, yes, I take it back.
Our presidency is a decent office, and I think we should address it as such. Thank you, sir.
I take it back. Yeah, George, I take it back. Yeah. But what I'm saying is just very simple.
Mm-hmm.
Our president, he make our presidency to be like a joke. Don't you guys saw the president going for FIFA, and then he claimed that he was going to go attend to Saudi something? But why in this world? Why let George show me one African country where in their president son is playing for another country, and then he used the taxpayer money to go watch his son playing. Is that not corruption? That is a corruption to the higher degree. So, my brother and sister, you should not be jacking. That thing here, let me say it in a very simple way. That thing here, my people, that thing here, we will audit them, yeah?
because they think will make sure that they think bring our government to a free and fair transparency. So our government can be able to stand on their feet. My people, the government, that they think will make it. Our government will be able to stand on their feet, and then they will be able to bring Papa and Mama will be coming home with small plastic bag. So Nancy,
you done?
Nancy, I'm done.
All right, thank you. But Nancy, see, anytime you see Nancy go to bastard and laughing, you go laugh. Yeah,
no. I was making some technical adjustments. So, but thanks a lot. You know, I admire the simple English.
But I knew that why you went to the bastard to laugh.
No, but let's take a female. All the females finish now. So I'm alone. Okay. Maggie. Maggie, go ahead. We can take Maggie, and then after Maggie, we take Jerry is done, right?
Okay, no much. My audio today.
Jerry,
I'm good.
You're good.
Okay. Hi guys.
Okay.
I'm muted. I'm okay. Okay. Hi guys. Back to the audit story. We Liberian the government. We are government. The entire from the first lady office and the president. All of them need to be audited. We have a government official who was very close to the president was caught on tape talking about the even if he stole any money or they steal money, the money is being used in Liberia. And today he's on a sanction. So George cannot tell us here that we shouldn't audit the government. That is laughable. And I know Ambassador Boyka, he will audit the government. Come again?
No, I said George is not calling for that either.
I did not say that. Stop putting words in my
No,
mouth.
he flip-flapping. He flip-flapping. But he's saying, wish on. If you, everybody said on this, I was at the back listening. If you get somebody $10 and they misuse that $10, or they buy something with that $10 and you come back and say the $10 I gave you, I want a receipt. And the receipt is short of the person paid for. You have to audit. In my entity where I work, I think Sandy talked about the healthcare that he worked for. I too work in a healthcare as a nurse. We get audited. I work in a clinic, and at the end of the year, I try to every 6 months. Sometimes I get called from different entity, and I said this year. I don't want to repeat what I said yesterday. So yes, we're gonna audit the government, the healthcare, the outgoing ambassador. He said it. And those people are the one that giving us the money. Those are free money. If you misuse the people's money, we have to know our mothers, our sisters, brothers in Liberia that's suffering, have to know where the money went, how the money was spent. Those are money grants given to the country. So we have, and everybody said, we're going to protest. We'll start the protest before George then start the protest. If this incoming government doesn't start the process and complete, not even start, because people die for this cause. The 4 auditors. If you listen to, I can remember on the radio when she came up, there was a government official that was so particular about a computer. That girl's life was threatened. It was the mercy of God that she escaped. And other people's life was threatened also. So if your hand is not in the cookie jar and you did not take anything from the cookie jar, You shouldn't be worried when people come in to audit you. When my insurance company called to audit my books, I'm not worried because I know my job. We providing the best care for our patients. We're doing everything for our patient. So the moment I get that letter and I send it down to the secretary and I collect my patient charts, when that lady come, I'll be so happy to give it to her for her to see what the services we provide. So Josh, whether you like it or not, this is not a vision. Your government, our government, because it's not your one, will be audited. It's not a vision. You can take it to not even a Kairos bank, but you can take it to the Bank of God. Gonna be audited.
Thank you, Maggie.
But that's what you laughing for.
No, they bank the thing is so nice. Higher bank. Everyone is trying to locate that bank. But anyway, let's hear from Cindy. No. Sorry, before Cindy comes in, let's take Jerry. Jerry, Yimpa has been crying a lot. He wants to go.
Yeah, my man. I want to go eat my palm butter. My man, I'm hungry, but
you go pepper soup. You go palm butter.
No, we plenty pepper inside. My man, I'm a grown man.
That's fine. Why you time over there? You come and eat. You let me pepper.
He can eat anytime. He eats any time of the day.
No, but it's in the afternoon. It's lunchtime to me. It's 2 minutes to 2 p.m. Only 5 minutes to 2 p.m.
Oh, you in a different? Sorry, brother. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, man. Like, bro, even us in library, we can eat. I can eat 2
in
Korea. Korea.
Anyway, let's go ahead, Jerry.
Well, let me say this. I want to say to our people, don't get nothing to worry about. And our brother George should know there's a serious government. Joe Biden being a serious man. The first thing we are doing, our team that we send a credible team to form part of the transitional team, they are taking notes from whatever they will do, from the transitional arrangement and all the information they will provide. And then we'll come to what we call asset recovery. Anything that they say they got, where it is, that the way we heard other polluting offices and all of that will come to asset recovery. After asset recovery, then we'll come to forensic and systemic audit. All these things are on an incremental basis. We understand serious governance. It's not like people who Joseph Baga can appoint somebody for the way we are appointing people for Muya Affair, Assistant Minister of Muya Affair, other person for Seguya Affair, other person for Battle Cry.
Where did that happen? Which position is that either? I mean, Jerry.
These are the lies they told the library people to get elected. These are the lies they told the people.
Let me get an example on my own with Rajiv Bala. Let me get an example on my own with Rajiv Bala. But how many times did you see every time that you see Ivan Wizard discussing serious policy issues?
Jerry need to repeat that point again. Jerry, please repeat it.
There are a lot of Zegwe people who are in government, but this government is a serious government.
I mean, let's try to mute.
Before Joe Biden makes a decision, he can do proper consultation. People saw it from the day he selected his running mate. Everybody run the paper around. Y'all will know now whether the car can run or it will park. Y'all will know now whether the paper can see or he can see. There's a serious matter we are discussing. We're discussing how to give hope back to our people. That's why he re-emphasized our 100-day plans to make Ghana stock in the mud remain well on course. So the issue of making a better day, they can wish 100 days I am not rush. One thing I know, like I post on my story, you can't run from your shadow. You will never run from your shadow. If the we are government thinks, or President, we are say, oh, we order you because we want that peace. No, peace got nothing to do with accounting for people resources. That's why, as a student of public sector management, I'm aware that good governance connotes accountability, transparency. So we have to be transparent. You have failed a lot of fiscal transparency report internationally. Human rights violation, you think we'll not ask people how the auditors die? You think we'll not bring equations? You can call it any name, but we need to get these reports. We will not have people from either Zegwe or what kind of affairs or all kind of, something affairs to just bring people because you want to accommodate them. We will make sure, even if Joe Barker slept, whether we're in government or not, you will hear from people like us. Because Liberia is all that we have. We will not be the people like George. We will not be the other people who will sit and allow things that will affect. It's good for the system to work for everybody, regardless of who you are. You go to the bank, they might not see, Jerry, because you say you can, and you go bribe. Bribery and all these things should stop. Reckless corruption, we need to stop it. Culture of impunity must be brought to an end. And Joe Barker said he stands for that. And we are backing him with that. We are not here to be dancing Buka. Time for Buka dancing is over. We are here for serious governance and leadership. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Sandy?
I mean, we still dance Buka once the country is doing well. Me, I still want dance.
Now when our people are hungry. Now when our people are hungry.
That's true. Look, on a serious note, good show. Look, I think we all agree that auditing this outgoing administration is important. I think Josh agreed to that. What George is saying that he is perceiving witch hunt, which we are trying to explain to him that that's not the case. And I think if we all on the same page, then it's a good thing that we audit our government, we audit the institutions that are serving the Liberian people. We audit to ensure that whatever has been given to us is accounted for, and that the Liberian people resources are also accounted for. And that's what audit is going to do. We are trying to foster a metro government and a metro country, a country that will service people and that all of us will benefit from. And to achieve that, we must ensure that our resources are accounted for, and not just only few people are benefiting from them, stealing from the Liberian people and going free. So the Liberian people again elected His Excellency Noember Boakai to do the right thing for them. And part of his promise to the Liberian people is that he's going to audit this administration. It is the right thing to do. It's welcoming. Every Liberian should welcome this. I agree with my brother Josh tonight. He said he shouldn't be referred to as sedition because we are all Liberian moving forward. The election is over. And if we are all Liberians, then let us all as Liberians embrace this audit. Let us all as Liberians embrace the transformation that we so desire and so deserve as a country and as a people. Because there is no more sedition Liberian, there is no more UPS Liberian. There are Liberians. And Liberian, this is a good thing. Let's audit the government. Let's know what happened. Let's know what happened to the resources, the funds that were given to the Liberian government for healthcare, for education, for our road construction. What happened to them? We've been hearing news that they hired a company that they didn't pay well. What happened to those monies? Let's find out, Josh. It's good. And if someone is caught in the cookie jar, let's punish them. If nothing is stolen and nothing is taken from the Liberian people, well, at least we have tried to find out. But let us not say, oh, I don't want to go after this person. I don't want to be seen as I'm targeting certain individual. Leadership does not see friendship. Josh, you know that you're in Australia. I can be laughing with you, my brother, as an employee. We can be laughing in the lunch room. A few seconds later, I can call you my office and say, George, I'm terminating your employment. I've done that. It's not the best thing to do, but that's leadership. You hold people accountable. And as a nation, we must encourage that. So that few people will not just come steal our money and go free. We can hold you accountable and still be friends. George, you can hold me accountable and we can still be brothers. Once it has to do with the Liberian people issue, let's address it the way it should be. So this audit is a good thing. It was a good show, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, Sandy, when I call Josh Sidisha, when he take out that blue cap that low dish pen.
No, we're not going. Amy, go ahead. Please go ahead, Amy, and then
I took out that thing that low dish pen. Stop thinking like this.
Cindy always cutting into my talking point, but anyways, I'll try to go over it and try so hard not to repeat.
Next time you will come before Cindy, so he doesn't go.
No, it's okay. He can. Cindy, he just stay out of my head, Cindy. But anyway, my Liberian people, we said. I mean, everybody said everything here. We don't want to sound so repetitive over and over, but we need to educate you. Maybe some of y'all don't know what this whole other thing is, and people are making you scared with it. Like somebody goes hunting, somebody trying to play politics. The election is over. Nobody playing politics, and we won. I don't know if anybody still doubt that we won. Nobody playing politics to do anything. What would it take us? We're just trying to know, Uncle Joe Boy got promised us a fresh new Liberia. Okay? Doing things differently from now on. That's all he's trying to do. He's not running after anybody. He's not chasing after. And like Cindy said, we all should embrace this as Liberians. All of us. Because it's good. If Liberia start to get better and people start to do the right thing, it's not just going to benefit the people from the UP or from ALP or from LP. It benefits all Liberians. Everybody. So I don't know why we should be holding and pulling this whole thing. Oh, it's this and it's that. If nobody have anything to hide, it's not a big deal. It's like, okay, everybody said, oh, you want to know, they gave you $5. How did you use it? It's also like somebody give you a market to sell. Then they tell you, they send somebody else that, oh, go take over that market for me. You will want to know exactly what went on and take account and how the person did what the person had done before you take over that market, because you don't want this person to lie on you. So the owner said, oh, I mean, there's so and so amount when it wasn't there. So the Liberian people are sending Boykai to go there. And Boykai don't want the government, we are government, to say, oh, we left so and so amount there, we did so and so thing, we getting all the people. They need to tell you if anything went wrong, it's on them. How would you know the truth if they don't do the auditing thing? It's not about chasing after anybody. And this is even to Joe Biden government himself to tell those people we all want. We sat on here every night telling you about good governance. And we said we want good governance. We don't want the same old thing, business as usual. So what makes you think that everybody that coming around the pape, we want other than to be strict? We don't want no crooked Jeep people. If they see the pape behaving this way from the beginning, they will know he's not playing. It's a good thing, you guys. Don't let anybody scare you in Liberia. We all should embrace this. Okay? And JMB will not be the head of the auditing department. He will not be included in this audit. Don't let my brother George tell you say he can change anything. The numbers or to make something appear that is not there. That's a lie from the pit of hell. He will have nothing to do with the auditing. He will only be given a report.
Thank you.
So he cannot change anything. He cannot add or subtract anything. And I think George to be audited too, because since the election, he's been coming with his shares, and I don't know how much that shares cost. His lifestyle needs to be audited as well. Okay.
He's been drinking wine on the show as well.
No, man.
Yes.
Some wine in some opulent glasses as well. So.
Guys, the only thing that troubles me, the only thing that troubles me is that I'm here alone.
Okay, listen, Josh. Another guy reached out. He says he supports the CDC. He follows the show, and he wants to come on. Will we bring that guy?
It on.
Well,
but Nelson,
he's saver.
Ready,
yeah, he's.
Nelson, make sure you do some background check.
But Nelson, here's the thing. The reason I said I'm here alone is that I expected you guys by now to join me because the context, the context in which we care, we say you guys say you are going to hold Joe Walker accountable for anything he's going to do. Now I'm looking at issues and I'm saying, if he said this, what if he does this? Even you are not even accepting the probability of anything happening negative. That concerns me because if you cannot even accept now that Joe Walker will go wrong, he's never going to go wrong to you. And so that means our country will be perfect, 100%. And he's a human. He's not perfect. So if I guess what?
We're targeting main issues.
No, but the thing is that if you cannot even accept the probability that wrong can happen, then I'm concerned.
You guys you want to hijack another time, but you're not hijacking another time. You're not hijacking another time.
30 seconds.
No, Jerry, you're not hijacking 30 seconds. No, you're not.
30 seconds. I'm not hijacking it.
No, Jerry, no. Jerry,
but let's have Noember to close.
Go for your thumb up.
Before Noember close, 30 seconds, please.
Let's have Noember to close, Jerry. Then
Noember close.
Maybe we will come. Yeah, maybe we'll do something.
We'll come back to you, Jerry.
Yeah, but let's have Noember to close.
Jerry want to provide some clarity. All right. Yeah. But first of all, George, when JMB said, and first of all here, we won't say JMB is 100% perfect. Or either his government will be 100% perfect. But the main target, like more especially when it comes to the auditing and when it comes to the roads and the medical issues and the people's salary issues, we address those issues. That's the direction we're coming from. And that's the expectation of the people, more especially that identical auditing that you even want to hear. The last time I checked, the 25 million map or SSI your government did, according to GSA report. Right? I'm telling you, they said like, there are a lot of confusions. They don't understand nothing. Money was given to people and no account. There was no account for. More especially when your finance minister can come on social media, on national platform, and tell the Liberian people that he carried money somewhere to some area. I think they said nobody was there. Money changer places that nobody was there. It wasn't even people went there to go check. Nobody was there. So where all the money went? So when we talk about auditing, we started from that place first, because even according to the General Auditing Commissioner said they said it in the audit report. Go look at it, Josh. So when we're going for those people, they don't say that which one. It's not which one. And the Liberian people money. There was money that was given and was printed by the government. And the Liberian people never knew about it. And when that money came, what happened? They share it among themselves. Well, me, the Liberian people never, they hear about it, but guess what? The year that the people said that the people printed money, we know that when Christmas coming, man. We pay in Liberia. George, you pay in Liberia when Christmas coming. You know when Christmas coming, when they print money, the new money can be all over the country. But that new money never circulated until after the Christmas that year. And then it's still long before doing the I think the senator or I think the senator campaign, and we saw money coming up with plastic bag. We saw your speaker carry some to Maryland. Where the money coming from?
Thank you.
That'd be real. We will call JMB to check, and our advocacy will be he should audit this government. That's the reason why some of us we can leave our business schedule and come here to tell him that we need audit. We want for the Liberian people to know all that money, that resources, where it been. In one man pocket, they betting 20 millions. The last time I checked, when George Wack came to power, like 20 million get on the highway. He was not even thinking about it. I'm talking about him painting like horse on 9th Street. They want to come here and lecture us. I used to go 9th Street. I used to go now. I live in Cobb. I used to be on that side 24/7. I know Joey how about then. To we Eddie Regime. Bro, why that horse are not pinned? But he must be president before they pinned it before. They repinned it for they pay him condominium. He will tell us where he got that money from. He got to tell us. It's our right. It's our right to know the Liberian people that are right. to know where Joshua took all that money from to
Mother,
build a
put
house.
in the objection.
That man closing still going. That man closing still
My man
going. So
talking by y'all talking.
Now on that street, the man say he sold the heart to his son. His son said no. That's true.
Yeah, that did that part. We know. And secondly, people talking about the assistant minister, the assistant finance minister. Look at the duplex that bought Bay. Where he took that money from? He awarding a contract, conflict of interest. We will checkmate all those things. You think we'll sit down for our head because them people say, oh, yeah, which one? Well, not which one. We will checkmate all the things and we will audit them to the 40th and we'll make sure we'll come with funding. Anybody found guilty when your house will come and scale your house. And for the government, we'll use our brother now who you're putting the school, you're already getting drugs that they play with carrying the air. We'll get them good life. They will enjoy themselves. They're good. They are going out. They spend money again. Let me conclude. The money again, then we'll sit down and say, okay, how much you are making? Oh, I'm making $5,000. 5,000 times a year, times the 6 months, times 6 years. What the car you buy? Okay, I buy the car. What your business you doing? We'll calculate. Then we'll do our subtraction. You know math. You engineer. So we'll do all I want. Then we'll come to conclusion.
No, go to Prophet Key. Prophet Key can do the math. Prophet Key will do the math.
Why is the Prophet Key math video?
Lord, 2% and 1%.
We'll do Prophet Key math.
Anybody send me that Prophet Key math video?
Yeah. So that's it, man. Like JB got all it. Yeah, we will push it all here until we can get to the 40th and we'll get results from it. I submit. Thank you.
Thank you.
Nelson, you got to protect our ladies on the show. I see a lot of guys here looking for women. This thing is not correct. Guys, just leave the children alone.
What the man got to do about the comment section?
No, Mama, look, listen.
Mama, you got to protect the girls.
I'm making blanket statements. Some of us, I'm a decent married man. I've been married for the last 8 years.
Mama, I'm talking about comment. I'm talking about the comment section. I'm talking about you, my man. Come on.
Oh, okay.
Don't be too, come on. Can't do yourself. No. Listen. Don't just talk. Don't just talk. Listen.
Josh, wait a little. Why somebody say, "Okay, animal, go wash your hand," and Babu say, "My forehead thing." I don't let that nonsense.
I believe in protecting
our men. Josh said something, and in no time, the only person who responded was Jerry. I'm a professional married man.
All the ladies here, they must second talk. All of them must second talk.
Respect to our ladies. It's also a debt respect to our ladies. That's why I try to protect them.
We get control over it. The only thing the man do, the man insult them.
That comment section. I want to make a quick point, Nelson.
I know you are. I knew very well you were using that. Your intent was not to protect anyone, but just take a few seconds because we have to go now.
Yes.
I see Mary want to take 10 seconds.
Let me conclude on this note. Look, George, and many of our brothers and sisters, this is about the Liberian people. You will hold us accountable from day one, the day Joseph Boakai said, I will conscientiously and impartially discharge the duties and functions of the office of president. On that day, he will constitute his government, start to constitute and take actions. We are telling you that when we talk about bringing accountability, we're talking about people who maybe got contract and BAPA PPCC process and do a lot of things. We've been hearing reproof from the legislature, how people got contract from University of Liberia to bring buses.
How many minutes you giving him here?
The guy is confused.
Well, a different topic, bringing that different topic, bringing so.
I'm saying we're talking about accountability. Why you're crying? They shadow here. They my shadow right now. I know many of you will run away from Georgia tomorrow and running away, coming here to justify. But we are not witch hunting anybody. We are all Liberians. Like I can't agree. He wrote me one message. He said, "Oh, Jerry, you think y'all can see what people in the UB like audit the legislator? Like I really care. Let them audit. One, it is in the interest of the Liberian people. Let them audit. But Akara is also electing us. That reckless corruption been going on in the legislature. That's what he's saying. Because he's been justifying it. We're not
Okay,
saying
okay.
attacking
Thank you. Let's hold
We
you
are
there.
stopping
Mary,
as
come
a
in quickly with the
government
point you want to
and
make
we'll
because
take
we
our
have to
stuff
go.
as
And me too, please.
No, you already got your 30 seconds, George.
George, I'm 10
Yeah.
seconds. One.
Yeah, go ahead, Mary.
10 seconds you want. You know, I need my brother George to stop misleading our Liberian people with this thoughts of people will lie on the outgoing government doing the audit. These audits are going to bring substantial evidence, and those evidence are something that cannot be planted in the short period of time that the auditing is going to be done. And I believe that even the CDCians will be angry with Honorable Bwaka if he doesn't audit this government, because people within the CDC gave this whole auditing a probable cause. They were the one that gave Honorable Barker government a probable cause to audit the outgoing government. You heard Honorable Molu in his recording. He said George Weah goes out and allocate fundings for the country and use it for his personal gain. So what do you expect? If Honorable Barker doesn't audit this government, his regime is going to be a failure from day one. And that's why it's a must that he audit this government.
It will bring social audit.
So Nelson.
It will bring social audit. Social audit, what he say? He giving junior something to do.
We gotta do a
social audit.
Then we get Josh, we are all the numbers. How much normally? And a 1%.
Can hear him.
0.2%. Because 99.89%. When you add 1% to the 99, then you know that 100%. So definitely, they're not even had to call it 1% in all, because of that 99.89%. So they're not even 1%. That half of 1%. So that half of 1%, when you get a George Weah.
Hey, my brother, yeah.
George Weah will get out to and you'll be in 49. You'll still be in 49 point something percent. 49.87, okay, 0.19%. 49.
What is he talking about?
Then we get Josh, we are all the numbers.
Yeah, we went to the audit.
Normally. And a
what are you talking about?
1%.
You are calculating the election result.
Because 99.89%. When you add 1% to the 99, then you know that 100%. So definitely, they're not even had to call it 1% in all, because of that 99.89%. So they're not even 1%. That half of 1%. So that half of 1%, when you get a George Weah, what did George Weah will get?
Yeah.
George Weah will get out to and you'll be in.
When are you at the last election?
So
that's
This is funny.
No, guys.
Yeah, so Nelson, before you go, I just want to say something quickly.
Lady, and what's my calculation?
No, but this calculation thing is serious, man.
But man, Africa close the auditing will do. Africa close.
No, Africa is closing.
Africa close.
Oh, okay.
Close. Yeah.
But close on the show is transparent, man.
Yeah.
Nelson, something I want to make clear.
My concluding statement.
I think people here are misunderstanding the whole thing. I did not say here that CDC or I do not support audit. I support audit to the letter. I want to make sure, but I want it to be done legally. Let's make sure that the right thing is done, not to wish on anyone. If you wish on anyone, we resist. That's the whole thing. But if audit the government and make sure that anybody found culpable should go to face the weight of the law. But if anything done besides that, yeah.
It's a wish.
Josh, do you really think?
And Josh, can you tell me when it's a
No. If I will not, yeah, Mikey, your microphone is.
Yeah, Mikey, your phone can always be problem.
We are not saying we'll fry people. We are saying we'll audit them. We're not frying nobody here.
Josh, do you really think? Do you really think? No, Jerry, we don't want to do this now. Josh, do you really think that this kind of calculation, went on in your war room? In the CDC war room.
I mean, Josh, we are all the numbers. How much number leave? And I want 1%, 0.2%, because 99.89%. When you add 1% to the 99, then you know that 100%. So definitely, they're not even how to call it 1% in all, because of that 99.89%. So they're not even 1%. That half of 1%. So that half of 1%, when you get the George we are. What did George we are get? George we are get how to call it, and you'll be in 49. You'll still be 49.
Josh,
unbelievable.
In the CDC war room, is it the CDC war room?
If they're brushing off for me, like,
and that's it. I think I will agree with you. I think that the same calculation that happened in our war room may ought to not make it.
That calculation, Joe, we are sorry.
That calculation, Joe, we are sorry. He said, no, let me just go concede. I like you for that thing there. Let me go concede. You leave me alone.
And what happened is the last 7 million, they might get it, man, chocolate eat it. The last 7 million
was a great show. It was a great show tonight.
The last 7 million,
thanks a lot to everyone.
It's over.
See you guys. Have a good day. God bless you all.
Even I couldn't understand it, man.
Oh, you can't understand? You
unbelievable.
Marie, please call me.
You understand? You understand the math?
A corruption, George.
No.
I like the fact that he's doing his own math. He's so confused. He has to touch his head to get more.
Thanks a lot, man. We appreciate everyone for being here. Thank you, Shirley. Shirley, thanks for being here tonight. Thank you, Alfred. Marie Ketter, thanks for being here. Maggie, thanks for being here tonight as well. Jerry, we appreciate you. You started off very good. You started off very good, but you went back to your same hijacking tactics, which was also good. We appreciate you, George.
No. It was George. You won't get job privilege yet. Plenty than anybody else.
And Sandy, we appreciate you, man. Thanks a whole lot for
my nose leaking like crazy.
I mean, the missionary, we appreciate you. Thanks for bringing your own flavor to the show as well. Hey, Jerry, we're closing the show. Oh, Jerry, that finger, when you bend that finger like this, Jerry, anyway. Mama, thank you as well, man. So we hope to be here tomorrow. We are hopeful of speaking with the guys from anyway. We will handle that off air. But I want to say thanks to everyone for being here. So till we come back, good night. We will not be here tomorrow night. No, tonight, yeah. In Liberia.
Just in 1 second, you must please order George CDC and friend are coming on the platform. You must order him before
There go. See you, man.
The CDC chat will start calling you a Liberian.
Good night, family.
All right, order George friend.
We start out if West no for today.
I mean, that's it. You gotta call me without thing on. That's it. You gotta call me about finish business.
I'll do that. I'll do
Otherwise,
that.
I will protest.
We receive snow. We receive snow.
Come protest.
It's snow style.
Forget snow.
No, for me, buy that snow. They won't give me now. I want to wear go pedal.
Yeah.
I want to
thank you, man. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thanks a whole lot. Yeah. Moba, thank you, man. It's been good. Being up here. We look forward to coming back here. On the next edition of the show. Thanks a whole lot. Yeah. So folks, that's how I would like to draw down the curtains on this edition of the late night show, the late night politics and spoon. Thanks a lot to all of you out there for following. We appreciate your contributions in the comment section. Those of you calling in, and those of you just watching or listening, we appreciate you. I'm Nelson Colette. Till we come your way again. Have for yourselves a good night or a good day. Today is Sunday in Liberia. Just remember to go to church. And yes, bye-bye for now.
Yes, I, a special one from the CEO, stand coming with the spoon. And your boy, Friday the Southern Band, charges on the beat.
To the spoon to get your information. To the spoon to be part of our discussion. Spoon, spoon, spoon television. Spoon, spoon, spoon radio station.
Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Liberia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Monrovia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Africa. Just to spoon you will know. There's the children crying for starvation. Just to spoon. You want to get a news update, my brother, to spoon. You want to know what is happening in Monrovia, to spoon. Politicians want to make their decision, just to spoon. You want to know what's happening in the ministry,